Last time when we left off, we just finished chapter 1, and oh man, we left off on a pretty big cliffhanger. We found out that the gel bananas travel through time. Actually, no, we haven't discovered gel bananas have traveled through time. We have discovered that we can send messages back into time. We still do not know about the gel bananas, and we just burnt Mayushi's chicken to toast. So. Apologies if I look a little disheveled. I woke up late to work today, so I didn't have time to get ready, so I'm probably gonna take a shower like tonight or something. I don't know, I'm just I wanted to get a stream done, so here we are. Regardless, oh yeah, I did not get a new TV, technically. I'm borrowing my mother's TV, so for the time being, I actually have a working TV, which is nice because it's the same size as the one that we had, if albeit maybe like an inch smaller. But it actually has a backlight, so I can actually see everything. Like, oh my god, I can see the dark lines. I can see extra. I could not see the word extra on the other TV. Sorry, I got a bit too excited there. Okay, so without further ado, let's continue. Interpreter rendezvous. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. Let's go. Okay. The dawn of a new day. Okay, I gotta remember the voices. It's been 2 days? 3? I could pass out if I'm not careful. Ooh, them feet. Maybe I should take a shower. That should stave off exhaustion, if only temporarily. This room has a toilet and a shower room. The shower's a little cheap compared to the one my family has back home, but this lab would be hell without it. Okay, so he's sleeping in his lab. Interesting. Ooh, I forgot how, Sorry, I'm getting used to the volume. Maybe turn that down just a tiny bit. Ellipses. Dadu is at his computer, his back turned towards us. His right leg is bouncing impatiently. My leg totally was not just doing the same thing now. Outside is a sunny summer afternoon, but inside the air is still and empty of life. Yesterday. That shocking experiment convinced me that the phone wave, named subject to change, was also a time machine. But Kurisu didn't seem willing to accept the results. She just started screaming. Screaming? Like yelling at us? A time machine? It can't be. And she just ran. She took a mad dash out of the lab. It was like she couldn't get out of here fast enough. As for Mayuri, she was depressed about her chicken and bananas. So she skipped her daily costume sewing. Aww. Poor Mayuri. Sorry. I know she likes calling herself Mayushi, but call her by her name, Mayuri. I will probably be calling her by both. And went home, grudges over food run deep, I guess. Hey! If you tell someone you're getting them food, you're getting them food. Which leaves the lab empty, save for Dadu and me. Our enthusiasm shot through the roof when we realized that the phone wave, named subject to change, had tremendous hidden potential. We nearly died of excitement after successfully sending an email to the past. So we stayed up all night doing experiments to confirm whether or not the phone wave, named subject to change, is indeed a time machine. The results, however... We went to the supermarket and stocked up on a wide variety of items. We tossed each of them into the phone wave, named subject to change, but everything failed. No change, nothing happened. The experiment where the discharge phenomenon occurred, everything warmed up normally, no jollification. Suddenly, we couldn't get anything to happen. We still have no idea why. Interesting. Now, as for sending messages to the past, hello 3D. First, let's review the problems revealed by this last one of experiments. Problem 1. Electrical discharge safety precautions. We removed everything flammable from the development room to reduce the risk of fire. We also prepared 2 fire buckets full of water, just in case. But that's not a fundamental solution. Problem 2. Mass increase. When the discharge phenomenon occurs, the phone wave, name subject to change, suddenly gains mass for unknown reasons. Because of this, the microwave broke the table and made a dent in the floor. To deal with the issue, we placed the microwave on the floor. We spread cushions and blankets underneath. This hides the hole in the floor, too. Problem number 3. We're not even sure of the necessary conditions to send mail to the past. No matter how many times we've tried, we couldn't pin down a single condition. We spent the entire night doing trial and error. We've tried over 40 different things, but not once could we reproduce the discharge phenomenon. We started off in high spirits, but grew more and more frustrated as time progressed. Which brings us to the present. Honestly, I gave up. That's why I spent the entire morning lazing about like this. Another email pops up on my phone. We're getting way too many of these since yesterday. They're all from Shining Finger, the woman called Kiryu Moeka. Never used email this often before. I saw how fast Shining Finger typed. That should have been enough to tip me off that she was a mail demon. I was careless. It's too much of a pain to reply, so I ignore it. I forgot that the sound on my computer was playing. Oops. I mean, it's not that it shouldn't be playing, but just to avoid any echo, I need to put my earphone jack in so I don't hear it. Like, there's an option to send it directly through to the stream, and I used to use that, but for some reason it just stopped working one day. And I haven't been able to pinpoint it, so instead I just blast it through the computer monitor and use an earphone jack so that way it still goes through, but I don't hear it. Anyways, this is not the correct controller. I went for the default GameCube controller because that's just what I play most often. No, I'm using Joy-Cons. Well, a Joy-Con and apparently floating buttons. Hey, wanna go to Sanba for some beef bowl? Too much trouble. Aren't you hungry? Also, this annoys the shit out of me. But I have been watching a playthrough of Steins Gate, the original game. First off, let me start off by saying that the intro for that definitely shows a lot more than the intro for this game. And now I'm wary of having watched it because I'm kind of like, oh, I kind of wish I didn't see some of those images now because who knows what could happen. Secondly, I don't know if it's because this one is animated, but I hate that they do not say who is saying this specific line. Like, if I'm not paying attention, and like, oh, if I'm not even like focusing on the voices, how do I know who's talking? I'm not saying all Japanese voices sound the same, like, just the language barrier. It doesn't let me differentiate the voices as quickly. So it really annoys me that they don't have the names for this one, but in the regular visual novel they do. They have the names at the bottom. And I thought that one was fully voice acted too, like this one. So I was like, why? Why does this one have like the... it doesn't have the ability to let you know, hey, there's some names, here you go. Like, I get tips information, I get... like, why isn't there an option like, who's talking? Also, there is an auto mode, and I just haven't figured out what it is yet. Also, I just realized we got introduced to everyone so far. Oh. Nati and others. Nati? Nayati? Anyway, Vantova, let's continue onwards. Aren't you hungry? Yeah, but... You're such a bum. Oh my god. Mayuri. So Mayuri. Mayushi spending money is getting dangerously low. You and Dad need to chip in too sometimes. You don't want to get between me and my food. Don't get angry. Next time I'll treat you to anything you want to eat. So keep buying more bananas for the sake of our experiments. You eat too much anyway. Go on a diet before it's too late. Wow! Rude. Oh, got another one. Spaghetti again. She's so straightforward. Just hearing that from Ocarine makes me happy. Aw, okay, we did good. We did it good. What is he doing on that computer anyway? I'm curious, so I casually peek over his shoulder. It's an image of a futuristic-looking facility I've never seen before. It's a chaotic, metallic, cylindrical tunnel. Some kind of rocket thruster, perhaps. Maybe the interior of a spaceship from a sci-fi movie. Based on the height of the people in the picture, the tunnel looks to be more than 10 meters tall. Look at him blushing. Large Hadron Collider sure is cute. Cute? That's an odd way to put it. What? What did you just say? Large Hadron Collider. Large Hadron Collider. You don't know about it? Grab Dada's relaxed shoulders and wring them out. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing? Oh, wait. Oh, that's him. See? This is what I'm talking about. To be fair, his mouth wasn't moving, but... Oh, what are you doing? Are you conscious? Gosh, man. What is this Large Hadron Collider thing? No, it's what CERN uses to do their experiments. LHC for short. Seriously, Moe. Recommended. Look at that Hadron Collider Moe. You lusting for something that's not even humanoid? Of course not, but there's something about it that gets me excited. You know, makes me smile, you know? Don't you feel that? Come to think of it, I remember you said that you found factories in the undersides of highways irresistible or something. Yeah, same thing. Seen it somewhere, and recently. Where was it again? John Titor! Which one? Oh yeah, yeah, that guy you mentioned earlier. He's the guy our channel's going crazy about, isn't he? That one might be an imposter. I was talking about the John Titor who appeared 10 years ago. He appeared 10 years ago? The same guy? Anyway, John Titor mentioned CERN. Don't remember all of it, but there's one thing I'm sure of. Titor made a prediction. Namely, that before the year 2034, CERN would develop a time machine. Time machine? That's a timely topic. I'd ask if that was a pun, but I'm afraid of the answer. But that wasn't just 10 years ago. This new Titor said the same thing. Doesn't matter if it was 10 years ago or 10 seconds ago. That's not the point, Daru. This coincidence could very well be the choice of Steins Gate. Can we trust this Titor guy? Doesn't matter if we trust him or not. Now, we have something in common. A time machine. To investigate CERN, we've got nothing to lose. Tell me everything you know about CERN. Sure thing. My CERN folder is smoking hot. CERN is the world's largest particle physics research institution. Its popularity called the European Laboratory for Particle Physics, or the European Organization for Nuclear Research. It's close to the border of Switzerland and France, on the outskirts of Geneva. Geneva? It's famous as the birthplace of HTML, HTTP, and the World Wide Web. World Wide Web? You mean the internet? Bingo! That thing at the beginning of most URLs. Hey guys, look up. It's a URL. It means the HTTP //www thing. CERN invented that? All I know about CERN is what I read was... I think that's a typo. Because it should be all I know about CERN is what I read in Taita's book. All I know about CERN is what was read. Well, just either way. What's missing? All I know about CERN is what I read in Taita's book. I never knew they were that amazing. Most people aren't aware, but there's a Japanese research team working at CERN too. What sort of research does CERN do? Particle physics mostly. CERN can do experiments no one else can because they have the biggest particle accelerators in the world. The low energy antiproton ring, the proton synchrotron booster, the large electron positron collider. The big boss, the largest accelerator in the world, the LHC, Large Hadron Collider. The LHC is a 27-kilometer long circular tunnel built underneath CERN's headquarters. The purpose is to smash protons together in the hope of creating unknown elementary particle reactions. They started experimenting last year. Before they started, there were rumors that the experiments might create mini black holes. And now, those mini black holes will follow the Earth. The universe is in danger! ETC. Etc. I keep on saying ETC. It's a bad habit of mine, okay? I know it's etc., but... Mini black holes. Pretty sure Taita said his time machine used mini black holes. Are the things he said about CERN true? All this LHC talk seemed to light a fire inside Aru, so we decided to go to Sanbo after all. We continued our conversation over a couple of beef bowls. Okay, so now we're 2 days later, and it's 1 o'clock. Hello, 3D fan. What's the possibility of that actually happening? 100% that it won't. CERN officially denies it. Say a mini black hole was formed. The amount of energy would be so tiny that it would disappear instantly upon formation. It would be impossible for it to swallow the world. But was there smoke? There's fire. According to the official announcements, they only began experimenting in 2008. That's suspicious. Of course, that's assuming Taita's story is true. Some of Taita's predictions were on the mark, but most weren't. I'm also perplexed by how everyone around me seems to have forgotten about Taita's 2000 appearance. There's something important in Taita's tale, or at least I want there to be. It's me. Don't be surprised. I've sniffed out an evil conspiracy. John Taita, CERN. You see where I'm going with this? Yeah, that's right. They're likely connected to the organization. Coincidence? Come now, don't disappoint me. What? Evidence? Well, if you must know, whispers. Whispers of my mad scientist intuition. Wow, this voice acting is really long sometimes. Those bastards are trying to destroy the world. Yeah, with many black holes. But what if we were to steal that technology? What then? Of course, who do you think I am? Everything is the choice of Steins Gate. Sai Kongu. So who the hell are you fighting with? Daru, I know what we must do. Was that? Don't you was that me? You're supposed to grin like you know exactly what I'm talking about. What kind of super hacker are you? Are you? What was that? Oop. Let's give such half-baked explanations. Try to sound intelligible before you try to sound intelligent. Walk with me here. You're a super hacker. Stop saying hacker. At least say hacker. See where I'm going with this? No, not at all. Hack into CERN. Is that some kind of joke? I know you can do it, Daru. Expose the dastardly deeds and find any hints you can about time travel. Dastardly deeds? You're just imagining that stuff, Okarin. We stand at the crossroads. Will the phone wave name subject to change become a functional time machine? Or will it die as garbage in lab storage? I'm not responsible for the consequences, got it? Deal. Get started. For your payment, I'll deposit a big supply of potato chips into your Swiss bank account. Let's do this! Okay, we're about like 20 minutes later. As we return to the lab, I notice a familiar woman, fixing a bicycle in front of the Braun Tubes workshop. Daru, his head filled with thoughts of hacking, went upstairs ahead of me. I stayed to observe the woman. What was the girl's name again? Suzuhu Amane. Ha! I got it! One name I remembered. And of course I remember Makiru... Wait. Maki... Fuck. I know her name starts with Maki. I pointed it out. Hey, it's a Maki name, but... Kurisu, I know that's what they call her. Makito? No. Can I look? Can I just, Nope, it just says Kurisu. Damn it! I think it's something like Avuma or Amore. Well, you're not too far off. Right, Amane Suzuha. So, what do you guys do up here? Told you before that learning our secrets could put you and everyone you know in grave danger. They call it the Future Gadget Laboratory, right? How did you know that? I never told you. Wait, are you an organization spy? That's what it said on your mailbox. Oh. I lower my guard. Why didn't you just say so? Now that you know, it's not like you can unknow. I'll give you the short explanation, but you must not tell a soul. We are the Future Gadget Laboratory, dedicated to defeating the evil organization that rules the world from the shadows. I'll get a hang of it eventually, one of these days. Just, I don't even want to voice that. That was the sound she made, just basically on point. It's the evil organization's son. Alright, that's pushing it a little bit. Yeah, but... Ah, so I was right. These guys really are contemptible lot, aren't they? Very gung-ho, isn't she? Did you just say contemptible? I was the only one who uses words like that in normal conversation. How did you know that we were hacking into CERN? What? You're hacking them? Right now? Wait, open your big mouth. Me and my big mouth! Answer my question. How did you know about our business with CERN? Well... Was she spying on them? Well, actually, I overheard you this afternoon. You stand here, you can hear stuff from the window. The window. Come to think of it, it was open, and Dotto and I were talking loudly. But can you really hear us from here? I've only been working here for a day, but... got a lot more free time than I expected. Gone out 4 or 5 times today. Figured I'd reconnoiter the front of the store, see if I couldn't spot any customers. Reconnoiter? She's some kind of secret agent? That's when I heard you guys talking from the 2nd floor. Got interested and looked it up online. Now I know all the rumors about CERN. Damn, we were careless. It's like we need to close that window when we discuss sensitive matters from now on. But if we do that, the lab will turn into a scorching hell. Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Anyway, you must not tell anyone else. Yeah, I understand. I'm actually tight-lipped, so don't worry. All is quiet inside the Braun Tube workshop. Mr. Braun's not here either. Where's the manager? He left right after he finished repairing your TV. Probably went to see the chipmunk. That Naito? He appears during business hours every now and then. Whenever I ask him where he's going, he always says something like, I'm picking my beloved daughter up from school, or my beloved daughter has a cold, with a huge grin on his face. Who's messaging? So... Ferris. From Ferris. Kioma, when operating in the mundane world, you're supposed to be discreet, yeah. You don't want them to notice you. Remember, the summoning has taken 2,000 years to prepare. If it fails, everything will be ruined. Although I suppose that might make things interesting. Yeah. Yeah. What are you? Papyrus? Operating in the mundane world. Akiba, part of the mundane world? Nonsense. This town has belonged to chaos for centuries. As it shall forevermore. Are you suggesting that I, the great Huan Kuoma, run and hide? You risk my ire, Catgirl. Is the church still devoted to that fool's errands? Yeah. Okay. Even if they manage to resurrect the Messiah, humanity's faith is less than 17% of what it was in his time. Mankind doesn't need this decrepit old god to save them. You, what are you scheming? So, here's the fixed TV. You said to charge 1,000 yen. Damn, manager. Bet he gave it to us so he could charge repair fees. Thanks for your patronage. Well, just take it away. By myself? Are you joking? Didn't you bring it here by yourself? Don't you know it takes 10 times more effort to go upstairs than down? Defying gravity is no easy task, woman! Guess I can help, but... oh, I see. So we're already in the age where women do physical labor. I don't remember anyone asking for your help. Honestly, getting help from a girl like you would just hurt my pride. 2010, I gotta remember this takes place in 2010. Wow! That was so manly. I might be falling for you. You think you can trick me like that? You're lying, aren't you? What makes you think that? It's one of my powers. Coloring gentleman. He said it in English. That was good. You have powers? This power allows me to see through lies. Liars appear to glow red, then they die. Are there a lot of espers like you? Of course not. I am special. Oh, you had me scared for a second there. But still, it's amazing that people like you exist. Maybe Sen is the reason there aren't more where I came from. By the way, does the ability to see through lies have any combat application at all? If it were me, I'd want perfect accuracy within 1,000 meters, or ultra-fast reflexes that let me tear my enemy's limbs off before they can react. What the hell is she talking about? Is she a survivor game otaku? No, wait, don't tell me. You're an organization assassin, aren't you? You must be the one they call Miss Golgo. Who hired you? Nobody hired me. What's a Golgo? Confusion is suspicious. Springtime is starting to piss me off. Most likely from that male demon's shining finger. Why the frown? Did you get a death notice? A what? Just wondering. What the hell is a death notice anyway? Do those even exist? What I meant to ask was if you got some unpleasant news. You could say that. Girl's hard to get a handle on. But you shouldn't let my guard down around her. It's this woman who's obsessed with finding an IBN 5100. You know about them? Oh, Capricorn! I want you to reply to me already. I've been waiting, you know. Please tell me the super hacker's address when you can. If we don't get cracking, someone else might get to the IBN 5100 first. Moeka. I see. So the IBN 5100 legend is famous, huh? Maybe that retro PC is more popular with female otaku than I thought. Yeah, that's it. I had the urban legend from someone. How much do you know about it? I've actually tried looking for an IBN 5100, but in the end, I came to the conclusion that there isn't one in Akiba. I see. Well, that's true. You sound like you know something. Well, I do and I don't, I guess. I don't know about it personally, but I happened to hear about it from a knowledgeable acquaintance of mine or something like that. Who are you? I was thinking of giving you a bunch of interesting information on the IBN 5100. But when you look at me like that, I don't feel like it anymore. I'm not even interested in the IBN 5100. More concerned with CERN right now. Solving one of Akiba's mysteries won't topple the organization resume after all. I don't have a shred of credibility. I have no way of knowing if that interesting information of yours is true or not. Wow, that's harsh. Well, I admit, I am acting kinda suspicious. I won't tell you, but I'll give you a hint. And then, you'll writhe in agony when you can't figure it out. Look at that sly face of hers, he's like, yeah. Truth is, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. A hidden function? That reminds me, I'm pretty sure the John Titor from 2000 said something like that. Search through the memories. If I remember correctly, the IBN 5100 can do something or other with a proprietary programming language. No way! How did you know? Tell me! Tell me! I only vaguely remembered, but it looks like I hit the mark. It's another one of my powers. Leading question. I can read your heart of hearts. What? No fair! I see everything. Amane Suzuha. Resistance is futile. Anyway, the IBN 5100 has a hidden function. It can decipher IBN's proprietary programming language, which was written before APL and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? John Titor did say something like that 10 years ago, and right after that, an IBN engineer officially admitted to that function's existence. Now it's a dead programming language that can only be deciphered with an IBN 5100. The reason Titor traveled to 1975 to obtain an IBN 5100 was because he needed that function. Maybe Moeka wants to use it too. Or maybe not. Shining Finger doesn't seem like the type who'd know about that sort of function. That's why IBN 5100s are so rare. So IBN 5100s are super rare. Maybe if I get one, I could sell it for a high price. That could be a good way to raise research funds. But first I have to deal with CERN. I wrapped up my conversation with Suzuha and made my way up the stairs to the lab where seeing Dado hacking away, I took a quick nap. 5 hours later. By the time I wake up, a few hours have passed. A refreshing breeze blows in, softly brushing my cheek. Dado's exactly where I left him before I fell asleep. He's sitting in exactly the same position. Not much has changed besides his typing speed. Oh, and now he's muttering to himself. I guess he hasn't had any success hacking yet. Lukako, I made sweets. Baked cookies today. I had everyone in my family eat some, and got the seal of approval. Would it be okay if I bake some for your lab friends, Master? Oh, and it would be great if you could teach me some more techniques with Samadare, whenever you have time. P.S. I managed 10 practice swings today. Well done. We warmly welcome your refreshments. In fact, you can come cook for us every day if you want. I even provide you with a maid uniform. You sure get along with your family. How many family members do you have anyway? Dada keeps insisting that shrine maidens should come in pairs. You mustn't depend on me. Remember, all things come to an end. Every meeting heralds a parting. I can't hide from the organization forever, and the seal on my arm goes weaker by the day. When I'm gone, you have to take care of yourself. Go there with a maid uniform. Take a cold Dr. P out of the... Can't say Dr. P seriously. I take a cold Dr. P out of the fridge and quench my thirst. Then I kick back on the sofa and start browsing at channel on my phone. Oh boy, here we go again. And what perfect timing! Taito is currently posting in the thread. Sorry about that. I hope I'm not coming down with anything. Okay. The Everett Wheeler motto is correct. Please look it up to learn more. It seems you are still clinging to preconceived notions of time. Time does not simply run from past to future like a car in a one-way street. To be more specific, the laws of causality do not allow contradictions to occur. If the result of an event, the effect, is changed, the event itself, the cause, also changes to prevent a paradox. That's why there's so few people who can observe changes in divergence. Divergence being the word line's percent difference from the standard. Die, troll! You can't observe changes in divergence, and how can you possibly measure it? Oh, I know, your time machine has a magic device that measures it for you, lolololo. Oh, and you still haven't explained how a research institution conquers the world. Details blocks. Don't you people have anything to offer besides insults? How about contributing to the discussion, plebeian scum? If you assume that time doesn't flow in a straight line, then the idea of time travel is much easier to swallow. In such a scenario, a time machine traveling to the past doesn't need to fight against the flow of time. I say Taito's points have merit. By the way, Taito, I'd like to know more about CERN. What can you tell us about the current activities? This Hyo and Kiyoma is more annoying than Taito. I'm gonna believe this time traveler, lol, without proof? Are you an idiot? Go for the jugular. Stickiness of a virgin. Okay then. Thank you for the new topic. 229. Oh. What? Explain why there's a porn mag in the vice field in 10 words or less. They had fun with this, you could tell. I can't live without meat puns. Okay, here we go. It sounds like you're largely indifferent in the fact that time is not a one-way street. This proves that most of you are still clinging to your preconceived notions. Your resistance to change, from my perspective, is deeply concerning. I think I realize now how this dystopia came to be. Every time a significant event changes the divergence rate, the past is rewritten according to the law of causality in order to prevent contradictions. For example, let's say we move to World Line B. In World Line B, this internet forum channel tragically never existed. Once you move to the new World Line, your memories of reading and posting on this forum would be erased and replaced with memories of other actions. In other words, changing the present creates ripples that change the past. I already covered CERN yesterday. If I were to add anything, I would suggest that you take what they say with a grain of salt. They have already succeeded in creating macro black holes. I desire only to quench my intellectual thirst. Unlike you closed-minded fools, I will reserve judgment until after I've heard what Taito has to say, and then I will make contact with Taito and acquire his time machine for myself. The great mad scientist Huin Kyoma will have the last laugh. Suck it, sleaze bags! That's not reconstructing the world, you idiot. That's altering people's memories. Who the hell can alter the memories of nearly 6.7 billion people? Do you even realize how stupid that sounds? I think I would have noticed if someone went and screwed with my brain. And what does any of that have to do with the many words interpretation? Do some research, lol. Macro black holes, lol. Is this how you reply to a specific person? Thank you for showing me. The construction of the timeline and alterations of people's memories. I think they're essentially the same thing. Why are you so intent on saying they're different? With a few exceptions, nobody can keep their memories across world lines. They are reconstructed along with everything else when divergence changes. It's a road warrior. We have fun here. That channel. Someone's getting frustrated. 19 hours have passed since Dada started hacking. Really? 19? Wait, so are we on the next day? Night gives way to a refreshing summer morning. Dado hasn't slept in about 68 hours, but he still won't get off the computer. Curl up a bit and turn my attention back to Ad Channel. God damn it! I thought we were done with this! Taito is Taito. Why don't you play with him a bit longer? Taito seems lonely. Guess I'll go jerk off for the third time today. Under deliberation, ASCII art omitted. Life in 2036 is very different from what it is today. Most people live on farms, growing their own food. All forms of commerce and communication are restricted. There's no travel, no internet, no railroad even. Most people never see another town, let alone another city. Science continues to advance, of course, but the vast majority of people do not benefit from that progress. Technology belongs only to those chosen by CERN and the Committee of 300. It's very peaceful, at least on the surface. There's none of the conflict you see in this era. The world in 2036 is governed by CERN. All nations, even America, have disbanded their armies. To put it simply, civilization has returned to an 18th century level of technology and exists under a communist system of government. Except now, that system works flawlessly. Right now, you should be asking yourselves how that is possible. How does a system of government that collapsed in the 20th century exist without any discontent? The answer to that question is the reason I am here. Yes, I am a terrorist. There are others like me who fight against CERN. We think of ourselves as the resistance, but there is no denying that our actions are a kind of terrorism. That would make you no better than Taito. If you're willing to face the consequences, then go right ahead. Taito, question. Did World War III take place as scheduled? Why did you come to this particular time? Did you find an IBN 5100? As I've explained previously, my purpose for traveling to this era is to change the future. Posting in this forum is my way of sounding an alarm. While it may be meaningless after the world lines converge, I just need to get the information out there. What do you mean by World War III? Is this something I said in another world line? I'd like to speak with you more. If you can send me an email, I'll be sure to reply. I'm happy to accept emails from people other than Hyoin too, as long as there are serious inquiries. I will post my email address here again, johntitor@egweb.ne.jp. You sent him enough titty pics. Title constantly get a hard on. Okay. This thread is now officially Hyoin's watch list. Get out while you can. At least that was short and sweet. On the 31st of July. My discussions with Chan Taito weren't making any sense. Not even Taito himself seems to know about the Taito from 10 years ago. It's hard to imagine that everyone on channel is conspiring against me. But how else can I explain it? Out of options, I decided to email Taito directly, just as he told me to. He audaciously exposed his own address on @channel. Guess that's his way of saying bring it on. In my email, I questioned the differences between his post now and his post 10 years ago. The current Taito hasn't even acknowledged the latter. In 2015, World War III breaks out. Many people die. What year is it? 2019? Okay, we'll pass that. By 2036, the world is a nuclear wasteland. John Taito travels to 1975 to obtain an IBM 5100. The IBM 5100 was necessary to revive technology lost in World War III. The IBM 5100 has a hidden function, the ability to read IBM's proprietary computer language, which predates APL and BASIC. But only certain IBM engineers are aware of that function, so it does not appear in the manual. In 1995, Taito meets his younger self and his parents in America. John Taito was a soldier who volunteered for this mission. John Taito is an American. Furthermore, in 2000, Taito correctly predicted the outcomes of some future events. The Peruvian coast earthquake in 2001, the election of a new pope, the outbreak of the Iraq War, China's advances in space, and so forth. Though he only talked vaguely about each one, they all came true. On the other hand, other predictions went unfulfilled. For example, the Y2K bug, Civil War in America, the cancellation of the Beijing Olympics, the inauguration of America's first female president in 2009. Wow. And so forth. I'm coming down with something. I don't like it, guys. There's more, but let's leave that aside for now. Decided to ask him why those predictions didn't come true. Alright, let's send it now. This is your litmus test, John Taito. Show me your true colors. Show me your moves. Mayushi! Is it gonna be shiny figure? Oh, it's from Suzuha. This is Amane Suzuha. First email. Thanks for changing addresses with me yesterday. I finally made a friend here. Yay! Don't worry, I won't email you too much, and I might be slow to reply too. I'm kinda new at this email thing. It's okay to laugh at me. That wasn't an exchange. You took my address by force. I had no choice but to submit. Where were you living before? Haven't used cell phones much? Ah. Good morning! What are you doing here so early? Well, I heard you guys had stayed up 2 nights in a row, so I bought you some goodies. Excellent. Good job. So really 2 nights in a row thanks to my afternoon nap yesterday, but who's counting? Ta-da! Canned Odin! It's a present from Mayushi! The 270 yen each, so savor it, okay? Getting tired of eating bananas and chicken lately. Buy these instead from now on. But Mayushi doesn't have enough pocket money to splurge like this all the time. And Mayushi loves bananas and chicken, so she keeps buying them. Oh wait, there's more! Ta-da! Pocky? Oh, sausage! Comes with an Upa bottle cap as a bonus. I really wanted it, so I bought it. Something tells me that in a few months' time, this lab will be neck-deep in Upa goods. There are only a few things right now, like the cushion on the sofa, but that number is sure to grow exponentially. So, how's Daddy-kun? He's in the middle of a hard fight. He should at least rest a little. I mean, I never said he had to do it all at once. Daddy-kun's super hacker spirit is on fire! It's not hacker! It's hacker, you dumbass! Ooh. It sure is tense. Mayuri and I evacuated to the rooftop to eat the Odin. Isn't hacking bad? Mayushi doesn't want you to do bad things. I would be a fool to let Daru's super hacker, hacker skills, go to waste. Incidentally, it looks like hackers hijacked Stone's system back in 2008. We found news articles about it online. That means even the inventors of the World Wide Web have holes in their security. With his skills, Dada should have no trouble getting through. Besides, we're doing this to expose CERN's wrongdoings. This is a war against the dark forces that secretly rule the world. Bad things are bad. I need to change the subject. Mayuri, I want to trade my sweet potatoes for your beef. If you want to trade, I'd rather have your quail egg. Don't be ridiculous! Next to beef, quail eggs are my favorite. But Mayushi likes quail eggs too. Set up for my chikuwa. Okay. Chikuwa's better than sweet potatoes. Subject change complete. Mayuri really eats up conversations about food. So easy to manipulate her. Soon, if I can just get the SQL table, I have more than enough passwords. You're no match for me. Looks like things are falling into place. Aside from me, you're not a thing, you. How does it feel to be naked? Matching ID and password. Login complete. Hell yeah! Taste it!
Yes, yes, yes!
What enthusiasm. Did you get it?
Mission complete!
Really? Wow, that's amazing. I don't really get it though. I feel like I'm about to sneeze, but it's a feeling for like 2 minutes now. Give me a second. There you go. Do I feel one more? Yeah. The wars of streaming. Can't edit those out. So, did you find out how they're planning to destroy the ward?
Yeah.
I haven't looked yet, man. All I did was get us connected. It's all down here from here. Sorry if you're tired, but please start checking. The keys to this conspiracy have got to be in here. Yeah, I'll do it. Dado dances his mouse around the screen and continues hacking into Sen. Question is who this password belongs to. Why is that? I went into Zen's database and got a data table. From there, I focused on people with simple passwords like 111111 and ABCDEFGH to get my hands on an ID. It'd be awesome if this turns out to be the server admin's logon, but I don't think we're that lucky. In Japanese, please. Same. Basically, if this is a server admin's password, we can taste every inch of Sen's luscious flesh. But if it's just an ordinary researcher's password, then we can only see Sen's boobs. Darukan, that's naughty. Quit the erotic examples. Basically, you mean there will be limits to what information we can access. Exactly. Anyway, it's only a matter of time before I get a server admin's password. Let's save that for later. I'm really sleepy now. Be cool to push Daru any farther. Oh, looks like our ID belongs to an accelerated division chief. So it's not a server admin. It took America to get one on our first try. How many staff members do you think CERN has? How many? Over 6,000. Really? Close to making a joke. Hi, Tina. How are you doing? Welcome to the Steins Gate story. It might be a little confusing coming in now, but basically... How do I explain this as quickly as I can? We are mad scientists. We have a delusional protag who believes in organizations after him. First day goes to a lecture, and then he runs into a girl that said she talked to him 15 minutes ago when he didn't talk to her. And then he leaves, he hears a scream, comes back, she's dead, runs away, sends a message outside, and then everything changes. People disappear, and it basically acts like the conference never happened. Then he finds out the girl that he saw killed is alive. And then the girl comes by his house later when they're testing out with a microwave that has apparently time travel properties. And it turns bananas into gel bananas, called gel bananas. And we can send messages to the past. How did I do? It's a really confusing story. If you weren't here for the beginning, you're gonna be a little lost. But I'm doing okay. I'm feeling a little down under the weather, but we can't do much about that. I was feeling fine before I started stream. You guys made me sick. You guys sent me a virus. How could you? That many? Well, for now, let's look at this accelerated division chief. His name is Jack. Let's look at his email log. Of course, the emails come up in English. Oh no, that makes my Yoshi's head hurt. It's better to flinch at the mere sight of English. Daru, what does that say? Need to translate it. This is a job for Dr. Excite! Nah, I've got a better idea. Like his New Year's greeting. Something about going on vacation in Spain. Lucky bastard. The name was normal, nothing out of the ordinary. Keep scouring the log like this, we can also identify the server manager. You know, looking through someone else's email without permission makes me feel really guilty. I abandoned guilt when I chose the path of evil a long time ago! His laugh is always different. Boo! I wasn't even close, I'm sorry. Let the responsibility be mine! I will not ask you to answer for my crimes. What a guy! I let Okare do me in the butt. Excuse me! I decline your offer. Now get picking, Daru! Okay, you're bad. You make my Yoshi sad. That's of no concern to me. Upon further examination, we discover several emails with the title Experiment Report. Like the experiment reports, there should be a hint about time machines in there. We should try reading them. It's definitely a crime, though. What those lips says, but his hand still clicks on the email. Comes up as an unintelligible series of numbers, symbols. Ah, yes, this stuff. I've seen enough game theory to know what this means. This is encrypted. Of course it isn't that simple. Cracking this should be a piece of cake. It's in 10 minutes, Daru has decoded the email. Let's see here.
Hi, Paul.
That acting is completely unnecessary. Aww. Uploaded today's data to the server. The LHC is performing admirably. Can't say the same about the rest, though. This baby's fickle as a cat, but it was surprisingly obedient this month. It would be great if it stayed like this forever. But don't you think this work is unrewarding? This kitten, this 27-kilometer-long kitten, has been in operation for 9 years. Our research will change the course of history, yet only a small group of people are allowed to see it. Of course, if it were ever officially released, it would be one hell of a scandal. People would probably say something like, call Robert Zemikiv to send right away. He could build it in less than a year. 9 years. Calm down, let's sort things out. Do you think there were any translation errors in that email? If you trust the translation software, then that's what it says. The Japanese is strange in places, though. That doesn't make sense. I thought the LCC was only put into operation around spring last year, but this email makes it sound like it's been in operation for 9 years. That is strange. The email send date is this year, 2010, so 9 years ago makes it 2001. John Titer posted this on @channel yesterday. The only other thing I can say is that you must not believe their lies. They have already succeeded in creating macro black holes. If you read between the lines of this email, it sounds like they're doing some sort of secret experiment. Also, Robert Zemeckis is a super famous Hollywood movie director. He directed a trilogy of smash hit time travel movies about 20 years ago. Yes, more Back to the Future references. I adore this, guys. If you don't know, Back to the Future is my favorite trilogy of all time. Slightly ahead of Lord of the Rings. But yeah, Back to the Future, I could quote that movie for days. Great Scott! That's why I realized the other day when they were like, when they said it was 1.21 gigawatts, I'm like, gigawatts, sorry, not gigawatts. When it said 1.21 gigawatts, I was like, is that a Back to the Future reference? I groaned. No way, was I right? CERN's hiding a major secret from the world, and it's related to time travel? Keep looking, Daru. Search for anything related to time machine research. Seriously? I don't know if Daru is questioning my order of the possibility that CERN might be researching time travel. Either way, he begins tapping on the keyboard again. There aren't any emails with the phrase time machine in them. The phrase Z program was used hundreds of times in the past few months. You think it could be about the current LHC experiments? Sounds like it, Xenon. What is it specifically? Black hole formation experiments? Let's try looking for a document. Ah, found one. Error, human is dead, mismatch. Oh, looks like this is top secret stuff from France, England, and Holland. Government secrets? CERN's not even a government organization. So why? Wait, should we be looking at this stuff? Might be in a little deep here. I don't care. Get me details. Hold on. If we get caught, we're not getting off with an apology. Are you so incompetent as to let yourself be traced? I took the necessary precautions. And I failed to see the problem. Well, thanks. Elder makes a slightly awkward face as he takes the file about the Z program and feeds it into the translation software. May 14th. Sorry, May 13th. 137 Z program experiment report. Because we had already succeeded at creating mini black holes, the report is omitted. First.
Stop!
All of a sudden, Taito's prediction became a reality. The sun did use the LHC to generate many black holes. But they announced that their experiments still haven't succeeded. So why? This is what Taito was referring to when he posted "Don't believe what they say." The goal of the experiment wasn't even to generate many black holes, to create new elementary particle reactions. But in reality, they're already generating those mini black holes. Sure does seem like it. What does it say next? Results, error. Human is dead. Mismatch. For details, consult Jellyman's report number 14. We propose that further experiments be halted until the lifter is perfected and all local field conformity points are online. What does that mean? Human is dead means somebody died, right? Somebody died? Seriously? Not afraid. I'm not. After all, I am the insane mad scientist, Hyun Kyoma. We can't stop now. I can't control my curiosity. Besides, now that I have proof of their evil deeds, ignoring it would just leave a bad taste in my mouth. What is this Jellyman's report? I can't find it in Jack's email. We'll need an account with more privileges. And we'll save that for next time. Search for something related to time machines. Japanese visual novel. Hey, some people who know how many people in Japan actually know English? Like, because I'm assuming it's like, I don't know. You go to Japan and all the signs are both in Japanese and English, so you would think that there would be a lot more people that know both languages, or at least a good amount of English. No, we're not going to find anything, right? That daughter spends about 50 minutes fishing through the Accelerated Division Chief's emails, but he doesn't find anything about time machines. Well, it's like Accelerated Technical Committee and LHC Project Lead came up, so I guess we should look for an ID from there. Maybe then we can get more information. Can't look it up with the ID you have? Daughter shakes his head. That was a nod. I guess let's call it a day. By the way, what we just saw was Sen's biggest server, but I also found a strange database on the network. Strange how? It was buggy. I mean, it was full of some kind of code. The code was gibberish. Utterly impossible to decode, thank you very much. But it's, it's not impossible. Could it be encrypted? Not by any algorithm I've ever seen. Wouldn't even work as a program, it just bothers me. Why would they have a database that nobody could ever use? That is strange. I'll see what I can find out. Damn. Almost noon. Daughter tried every trick in the book to crack that mystery database, but after about an hour of furious typing... I don't get it! I don't get it at all! You call this a program, dumbass? Go to hell! Jesus. Oh great, he snapped. I think you should stop. My head is spinning. I can't take it anymore. Maybe I'm pushing him too far. Been up 2 days straight, he's probably at his limit. Good work. Go rest, Daru. Yeah, I'll do that. Anyway, even if it isn't a bug, but an actual program, only the guys who made it could understand it. Never seen anything like it. I feel like I have, though. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Program unlike anything he's seen. It's from John Titor. He replied to the email I sent him earlier. I haven't told anyone about the IBM 5100. How would you know? There's no way you could retain memories from before the reconstruction. I gulp. Of course. Everything is falling into place. What you talking about? John Titor, CERN, the time machine. These things are all connected. And now, I have another piece of the puzzle. Daru, I think I know how we can read that program. Seriously? How? I aim my phone's camera at the screen displaying the supposedly bugged data and take a picture. I attach it to a message. Does this code look familiar? And send it to Titor. A mysterious database inside CERN, a program unlike anything super hacker Daru has ever seen. Its true form is... My hunch is correct. John Titor should know. What? There's no way. Say what you like. We'll know soon enough. You're a fucking idiot for taking a picture of that and sending it. Though it's only been a few minutes, it feels like an eternity to me. It's here! Quickly open the mail. Where did you find that? That's written in a proprietary IBM programming language used prior to 1975. You can only decipher it with an IBM 5100. Just as I suspected. Huh? I was right, Daru. I know where that data comes from. In IBM 5100. A retro PC has a certain special function. In fact, for more than 25 years after it went to the market in 1975, nobody knew of it save a few IBM engineers. That function was first brought to light by the John Titor who appeared in 2000. A while after Titor posted about it, an actual IBM engineer admitted to the hidden function's existence. Which reminds me, I talked to Suzuha about this only yesterday. Is she the Gohan guy? Is she the Gohan person on the message board? Can also decipher IBM's proprietary programming language, which was written before APO and BASIC became widespread. Isn't that surprising? That's a dead programming language, only decipherable with an IBM 5100. What an incredible coincidence. A prime example of synchronicity at work. It's almost like an almighty will is pulling the strings. No. No, I say! The discovery of ours was inevitable from the start. For this is the choice of Steins Gate. Wait, so CERN has an IBM 5100 database? Those machines aren't compatible with any modern software. Why would they do something like that? Answer me this. What is the best way to secure a machine against external cracking? Well, make it standalone, of course. Only IBM 5100s can read it, and I guess that's kind of standalone. Which means that CERN's keeping the most important secrets hidden there. No spoiling! I guess I should have said that from the very beginning. I don't know, I thought it was blind playthrough. Well, I don't know if it shows up in the YouTube, but you guys aren't gonna spoil on there anyways. But this is a blind playthrough. I know nothing about this game. Literally nothing. I have not seen anything about it. I have fallen asleep to a few videos, but I do not remember anything that happens in this goddamn game. So please do not spoil. If I have like a guess or anything, do not confirm if it's right or if it's wrong. let me jump to my own conclusions and do not say anything. You guys can like talk about like things I missed maybe, but like try not to say anything that alludes to anything that's gonna happen, okay? So for the most part, just let me take this, car ride by myself and just be a passenger, Don't take the wheel from me or just like be like, hey, go 90 miles per hour on this 60 mile per hour road. Just let me do my thing, okay? Please and thank you. Which means the sun's keeping the most important secrets hidden there. Also, hi, Viruza. I realized I never said hi. Welcome to the chat. How do you know about that hidden function anyway? It is recorded in my brain's extensive index liborium prohibitorum. God damn it, Xenon. Calm down. I had to say it himself 10 years ago. God, he won't believe me even if I told him the truth. Very original. I ignore Daru's retort. Mayuri, we have important matters to discuss. Oh, symbol. I can hear you fine from here. Doesn't matter whether you can hear or not. This meeting concerns the fate of the future gadget laboratory. Nay, the fate of mankind. I wanted to feel more secretive, like we're scheming or something. It's funny that we stare closely at the monitor that exchange dramatic lines. The atmosphere right now is too light. It's all Mayuri's fault. Mayushi won't participate in your evil schemes. Well, I can't have everything my way. Listen, you two. Henceforth, the Future Gadget Laboratory shall begin emergency top secret operations. It shall be the first stage in our war against the dark powers that manipulate the world from the shadows. Our enemy is CERN, a scientific institution engaged in the most evil research imaginable. Okarin, you're too loud, and I've been up all night. You've only watched the first one? Yeah, better than nothing. I know people who have never watched any of the movies. Crap, I guess I am being too loud. Kind of ruins the whole secret feeling. And the window's open too. If Suzuha is down below, I'm sure she can hear everything. Understand? One has no need for two mad scientists. Before they can get ahead of us, we must outwit them. Who are they? You know, them. Mayushi doesn't get it at all. Basically, we must obtain the Phantom Retro PC, the IBN 5100, said to be located somewhere in Akiba. In a magnificent declaration, Madara just rubs his eyes and Mayuri's focus returns to her book. Damn it! Is there anything you guys react to? We have uncovered a massive conspiracy here! How come you aren't excited? I'll pass on the search. I'm seriously tired. Besides, I want to keep combing CERN's server. That's true. Well, you're the only one who can do that, Daru. So I'll leave it to you. So, the IBN 5100 investigation squad shall consist of Mayuri and me. I can't. I have to make costumes, and I have work too. She says that, but she suddenly seems relaxed. So basically you two are telling me this. I'm the only one with free time. Fine! I'll manage alone somehow. It's useless to try and stop me. Understand? Oops. I'm going to do something bad again. Nah, he's all talk. Leave my useless comrades behind and stride gallantly out of the lab. I descend the stairs and step out onto the street. Only for a bicycle to barrel toward me from the direction of Kuramebashi, Dori, and dramatically skid to a stop right in front of me. Pretty nice technique there. No, he is with a smug face again. These guys are fun, aren't they? Never ridden one before coming here. You'd never ridden a bicycle? Nope. I had ridden motorcycles before, though. I can't help but be restless. Every time my mind almost settles, it's filled with thoughts of the curious microwave experiments at the Future Gadget Laboratory. Going to walk now. Yep. Is this bell done? I just realized. The Braun Tube workshop shutters are open, but the shop itself never opens until around 11 or 12. I don't know exactly when. It seems to change with Mr. Braun's in mood. That's perfect. There's something we need to talk about. Eh? I need to get the shop ready for business. So what does this crumbly old Braun Tube workshop need to get ready? Nothing really, geez. I just mindlessly sweep in front of the shop. If I clean inside, the boss gets angry. Everything's where it needs to be, he says. So he's paying her not to not clean? So hear me out then. Does it have to be right now? My glare's not very effective. She doesn't falter at all. And go ahead. But keep it short, okay? Where is the IBN 5100? No intel yet. But by the way you talked yesterday, it sure sounded like you knew. No, I know someone who knows. And take me to them. I won't take no for an answer. Refuse and I'll show you a living hell. I can't. Come on, I even said I'd show you a living hell! I can't introduce you even if I wanted to. What do you mean? Don't tell me they're imaginary. They've been dead for years. I'm sorry. Nah, it's okay. Anyway, there's nothing I can tell you. Honestly, I'm hoping you can tell me something. This face, I'm not gonna get... It's just... the fact that they keep reusing it, and they used it on 2 separate days in the same position. Timer! It's only a 3rd day and you're late! Sorry, boss. The streets were a little crowded this morning. You're not gonna take this seriously. I can always give you the boot, here. As for you, Okabe, don't you lay a finger on my part-timer. Aren't you the lecherous one here, Mr. Braun? Lecherous one? Why you? Just keep trying something like that in front of Nay. I'll murder ya. Gotta keep my honor as a father. I love CRT. Besides, I got no use for a skinny kid like her. What was that? Take that back, boss. What, you mad? I'm not a kid. I'm a warrior. What are you talking about? I like the look in your eyes, you part-time warrior. They shine with the radiance of a beast unseen in modern man. Never forget those eyes of yours, and you shall truly change class from part-time warrior to true warrior. But I'm a very warrior. Stay diligent on your training, and you shall have a place at my side on the field of Ragnarok. Well, I guess she's gonna be our Tessa Thompson to our Chris Hemsworth, right? Ragnarok? What's that? The final battle against CERN. You've got something like that planned? Count me in if you do, but I've never heard of it. Of course you haven't. This is the first time I've revealed it. For I shall be the one to initiate Ragnarok. And the world shall be reborn. Wow, you sure are brave for Copy Rintaro. You'll probably fail, but I like your spirit. I wish my comrades were as spirited as you are. Apparently, Suzuha has comrades. I'd like her to introduce me. That way, I can form my personal army, the Phoenix Crusaders. Wait a sec. Why does she why does she assume I fell at Ragnarok? Looks like I need to instill the fear of Hyo and Kyoma into this girl. Why does my store attract nothing but weirdos? Damn. Whatever part-time will just come inside. Coming! Later, Okabe Rintaro. Chinese finger? Ferris. Some Ferris, there's no way I can combat this. I didn't say anything about Akiba, nyeh. If you want to learn the truth of the world, then come to me at once, nyeh. It's time for the prelude to be ruined. The grand banquet to begin. Yeah. So you're going to help me search after all? That's the lab mem spirit. Oh no, that's not it. I was thinking about buying lunch. God damn. Oh wait, what did I do? What are you planning to go? I pressed auto. How? No. Sambo's beef bowl sounds good. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. God damn it, what happened? Sambo isn't open as Ellie. Tried to warn her, but Mayuri's no longer there. She's gone. Mayuri appears like this every so often. Yeah, she played the voice line. That's pretty cool. So if she does, I wonder for the 1 word second if she really has vanished from this world. No. Oh, hey. How did I do auto? Oh, that's how you do it. Why? Look around and see Mayuri standing at a distance. She's gazing up at the sky through the buildings. Here we go again. She stopped in the middle of the street so other pedestrians look at her, wondering what she's doing. She doesn't notice their stares. She slowly reaches out to the sky, as if entranced. And then she freezes in that position. This is one of Mayuri's habits. I call it Stardust Handshake. Mayuri says that she's liked looking at the night sky ever since she was little. The reason is romantic or perhaps childish. Feels like I can reach the stars. When I asked her about it one day, she just smiled and gave that answer. At first she only reached out to the night sky, but lately she's been doing it without regard to the time of day. Like now, something inside her just seems to switch on. Honestly, it's a little crazy. It's too early for stars, Mayuri. Walk up to Mayuri and call out to her. She slowly lowers her hand with a blank smile on her face. Did you know? Even during the day, the stars are still up there. Getting philosophical is nice and all, but it's dangerous to stop in the middle of the street. That's true. Oh, just now, when I was looking at the stars, I decided to have ramen for lunch today. How are ramen and stars even related? I hear his mind works in mysterious ways. Oh wait, that was me saying... Whoops. Wait. Oh, am I now suddenly... What? Stop doing that! How ramen... Okay. I can't help but be restless. Every time my mind almost settles, it's filled with thoughts of the curious microwave experiments at the Future Gadget Laboratory. I'm a scientist. It's only natural I'd get uneasy when I'm presented with a question that doesn't have an answer. Though I suppose there's no use thinking about it here. Right, the laundry. Should probably take care of that. Okay, that was random. Why would we suddenly in her perspective? I know I said I'd search for the IBM 5100, but I have no idea where to start. I know Dot is well acquainted with retro PCs, but is there anyone else? Oh yeah, Shining Finger was obsessed with the IBM 5100, wasn't she? I'm really reluctant to contact that mail demon, though. But ultimately, my feelings are trivial. Ragnarok hangs in the balance. I know Shining Finger's phone number, so I'll just send her an email for the time being. Then comes an email from Shining Finger. Thanks for the email. I've been waiting. I don't like talking on the phone, so let's exchange emails instead. It's a quick reply. But I asked her to call, so why did she reply by email? Wait, she wants it by email? A lot to cover. I'd rather not have to type it all out. Find out her phone number. Give me your phone number along with any information you have on the IBM 5100. And send. I look about finishing my email to see a crowd of people in front of Vaticon. Guess people are still curious. Of course the satellite's still there. Now 30 seconds pass before I get a reply. Well, it isn't my assistant. What are you doing here? Hey, when did I become your assistant? So it's like she'll snap at me, so to dampen her spirit, I go back to checking my email. Let's both do our best. I don't have anything. How about you, Moeka? I told her to tell me her phone number, and she just ignored me. She doesn't even have any information. How useless can you be? Why are you glaring at me? Don't worry about it. You're not the cause of my frustration. Oh, so you're just raging. Don't glare at me. You glared at me before, haven't you? That's because you keep doing pervy... Ah, no. I'm not saying anything. Another one. Tell me the sick hacker's address. I'm gonna snap my phone in half and throw it on the ground. What do you mean, tell me the super hacker's address? Are you making fun of me with that musical note? You're not getting anything from me. Are the emails you're getting really that unpleasant? They're more unreasonable than unpleasant. Can't quite describe it in one word. Stop sending me all these short emails, I'm begging you, just gather your thoughts and send everything together. A little satisfied after sending that email. So, Christina, what brings you here? If you're going to call me names, could you at least be consistent? Anyway, my business here doesn't concern you. Why are you pouting? I'm not pouting, I just don't want to get involved in your silly games again. Nonsense, you're already a lab man. You have a duty to work for the benefit of the lab. Well, okay then. This is a scene. I regret losing myself to curiosity back then. Did you come to see the satellite? I guess. So it makes sense. Normally they calculate satellites' orbits so that they burn up in the atmosphere when they fall. So how can that thing be in such perfect condition? Where's the satellite from anyway? They still don't know. Rumor says it's from the former Soviet Union, but Russia denies it. So it looks like they can't remove it yet. 3 days have passed and it's still unknown. How interesting. I smell a conspiracy. So it's another organization cover-up! They knew I'd be at Radicon and tried to erase me! Organization? What's that? The organization is the organization. Its former name is something else, but all those who know of its existence call it the organization out of fear. They rule the world from the shadows, transcending nations, with politics, economics, religion, even science in their clutches. That's obviously a crackpot conspiracy theory. Thank you very much. Is that a... Why is that highlighted? Makes me think of the thank you very much. The phrase is commonly used in the internet as a way of punctuating a statement. It originates from a story posted on our channel in which a man tries to pass his bodily fluids off as a popular soft drink. It was obviously blank. Thank you very much. Okay, so not have anything to do with real life, just in this game. What's wrong? But she looks at ad channel. Does that... Nothing! Lily, nothing, okay? Say another word and I hit you. Crazy girl. Anyway, what happened with the phone wave? I thought you didn't want to get involved. It's not the phone wave. It's the phone wave name subject to change. Just answer me. Have you learned anything? No progress. We tried repeating the experiment, but at present, we haven't been able to reproduce the discharge phenomenon or send another email to the past. I see. Another email. Damn you, Shining Finger. I sent out to send so many short emails, but she doesn't seem to get it. Can't handle this mail demon. Sorry. Are you mad at me? Sorry for being pushy. But I really need info on the IBM 5100. You're the only lead I have for Gabikun. That's why I pestered you so much. Promise I won't send you one-line messages anymore. Looks like she's been thinking things. Hopefully I don't have to worry about any more email assaults. Can you put your phone away when you're talking with someone? I would say that's a bit of a pet peeve of mine when people are, like, not necessarily just not paying attention to you when you're talking to them, like pay attention to the phone. Like, if I'm like looking at my phone and talking to someone, normally I would like try to make sure they knew I was still paying attention. So I'd be like looking at my phone, look back, looking at my phone, look back, kind of thing, you know? Yeah, don't be like that. Rather, you should praise me, for I have taught the foul male demon to behave like a civilized human being. Why are you so pompous? I'd ask you the same thing, Christina. Okay, let's send a reply. Apology accepted. I'm looking for an IBM 5100 too. I agree that we should exchange information. I'll let you know when I have something. You don't need to reply to this mail. Type that out and send it. Are you done with your little mail exchange, Huon-san? Oh, so you remember my true name? Indeed. I am Huon Kyoma! Huon Kyoma! I was being facetious. Is that how you say it? Facetious? Facetious. I was not facetious. Call me by my correct name. You made no mistake. You'll make a good assistant. Okabe-san, have you sought professional help? I am not Okabe! This is exhausting. Nagota-san's hung in the air until Kadishi suddenly asked if there were any coin laundries nearby. It seems she has some clothes that need cleaning. Hoping that it would buy me leverage in the future, I escort her to the coin laundry I frequent. So about the phone wave, name subject to change. Ah, god damn it! Sorry. That's really annoying that that button is on the back, so I literally could like have it resting on my leg and it presses that, okay. That was quite a bit. After the experiment, he screamed something like a time machine. It can't be! Something awakened a past trauma? No, no go making one up either. Back when she was 5 years old, Christina was on the plains of Arkansas when lightning. I wasn't hit by lightning, and I was still living in Japan when I was 5. Why Arkansas? I was trying to imagine tranquil scenery. The first state to come to mind was Arkansas. Second was Oregon. Not Utah? I mean, relatively speaking, isn't Utah more suitable? Then answer me, Christina. Why did you freak out back then? No reason. I simply didn't want to believe. French science should stay in the realm of fiction. French science, don't be ridiculous. You saw with your own eyes. You saw the email leap to the past. You saw the banana travel instantly through space. I saw, but we must be missing something. Or maybe we're just seeing what we want to see. Remember what I said at ATF? Time machines are just a pipe dream given modern technology. And yet a bunch of amateurs like you just stick a phone and a microwave together and expect time travel to occur? Ridiculous. But it did occur! Will you deny what you saw with your own eyes? Are you saying that theories trump reality? Then I hope you enjoy sophistry and word games because that's all you'll ever have. What do you mean, word games? Quantum theory, for example. If you ask me, theories like that are nothing but word games. Wait, are you rejecting modern physics? Who do you think you are? Trust what you see. The only things that matter are things that happen. Things that don't happen, things that aren't observed, are just hypotheses. When hypotheses pile up and theories are verified, they become reality. That's how modern physics comes to understand the truth of the universe. But sometimes your hypotheses are mistaken. Even Einstein was wrong about some things. So you're going to do nothing just because you could be wrong? Then enjoy your dirty little lab and your silly gadgets because that's all you'll ever have. You never reach the truth that way. Failure teaches success. I see. Nice rebuttal. Never getting off your high horse, are you? By the way, Christina, I have always felt that physicists are hypocrites. What? There are phenomena that everyone knows occur in reality, but which physicists refuse to search. What do you think about that? I don't know what to say unless you can give me some examples. Ghosts, for instance. The occult? Really? Calm down, Gundam. You refuse to research it just because it's the occult? That contradicts what you just said. You'll never reach the truth that way. People have seen ghosts. There's even photographic evidence. So where are the theories? Why do physicists refuse to speak? It's a different field of study. You can call physics the study of natural phenomena, then decide some things don't count? True, but... And that's why we must investigate the phenomenon of sending emails to the past. You shall assist me. No! So the genius girl really does hate me. I won't have a hand in your fringe science. I won't make the same mistake my father did. Your father? You make a fine argument, but it won't work in the scientific community. The day you decide to research time travel is the day you're out of a job. How can you be so certain? Because that's what happened to my father. My father, a physicist, loved time machines. He was so fascinated by Wells' The Time Machine that he seriously studied time travel. But because of his obsession, he was practically exiled from the scientific community. I will never get involved with time travel research. This time, her sheer force of will gives me pause. What should I say? I'm sorry. I got emotional. She apologizes first. Christina's calm character saves me. Don't worry about it! I wanted to test your character, so I made you angry on purpose! Anyway, the phone wave isn't a time machine. Email is a man-made system, so this phenomenon should be explainable in the scope of that system. I understand. I had no idea you hate time machines that much. It's almost like an allergy. I apologize for forcing you to become a lab mem. You don't have to come again. I wasn't planning on it. But know this, Christina. Do not call me Christina. Lab mem number 4 will be a retired number. That number is yours forever. You look ridiculous! I'm suddenly pulled from behind. How do you like it? What are you doing? You've ruined my perfectly staged exit scene, and you call yourself my assistant? No, I don't call myself your assistant, and besides, I still have something to ask you. I asked you about this before, but you said I got stabbed, right? I demand an explanation. Ah, yes. The other real-life phenomenon that has yet to be explained. And that was just something I hallucinated. Let's just leave it at that for now. Why would you dream about me? I don't know. And it wasn't a dream. It was a hallucination. You said something about Dr. Nakabachi, didn't you? Dr. Nakabachi had a time machine presentation on Vaticon that day. That presentation was cancelled because of the satellite crash. So it seems, but in my hallucination, The presentation proceeded as planned. Mayuri and I went to see it, and you came over to flirt with me. I don't flirt, especially not with idiots like you. Like I said, it wasn't real, okay? No, maybe this word is what isn't real. That would explain the riddle of the phone wave name subject to change. If this word is some kind of simulation, then we could disregard the laws of physics. Escapism? That's unexpectedly chicken of you. It's a hypothesis. Your favorite thing. So who stabbed me? Don't tell me it was you. I recall the sight of Kurisu collapse in a puddle of blood. It sends shivers down my spine. That really just a hallucination? It was too real. I clearly remember the smell of blood. You were already dead when I got there. I didn't see who did it. I don't get it. Why do I have to die in your mind? You have something against me? Of course not. At that point in time, we had only spoken once. We were just strangers. Well, that one time we talked was during the events I imagined. So strictly speaking, at that point in time, all I knew about her was what I'd read in the magazine. Anyway, we didn't know each other. That's why I ran away instead of calling for an ambulance. My hero. What, you want me to go back in time and give you CPR or something? I'd need to use the phone waves name subject to change for that. But suppose I need to figure out how to return to that hallucination first. I've had enough. No more hallucinating about me, okay? Dying isn't fun, even if it's in someone else's head. I can't make any guarantees. That would require perfect 24-hour surveillance inside my brain. You have a comeback for everything, don't you? Like she wants to end the conversation. What now? I'm not done talking! You trying to pick a fight? Revenge for ruining my farewell scene, Christina. You shall regret your thoughtless actions. Okay, fine. What is it? About the IBN 5100. I don't know what you're talking about. If you don't know, forget about it. Farewell. We will not meet again. Hey, don't tell me to forget about it. Where's the IBN 5... whatever? Then IBN 5100. It's a retro PC from 1975. I'm looking for one. Yeah? What are you going to do with it? Looks like she's interested. It was the same way when she came to the lab. I guess this girl is just brimming with curiosity. Interested? You're interested, aren't you? Just a little. Then I shall answer. The IBM 5100 is the key to unlocking Sen's most closely guarded secrets. Sen? You mean the Sen? Indeed. Through the tireless efforts of my faithless lab members, We have uncovered evidence that CERN is researching time
タイムトラ
travel.
ベルについて研究している痕跡がある。
Come, be astonished.
バカみたい。
Great,
聞いて
I shouldn't
損し
have
た。
asked. Damn you! Just you watch. I will expose CERN's secrets if it's the last thing I do. The next day, I went to the radio center in search of the IBM 5100. I scoured every last parts store I could, suffering the cold stares of shopkeepers who knew I wouldn't buy anything, but yielded no results. After walking around for a while, my stomach started to growl, which reminded me that I haven't eaten since this morning. It was time to refuel at Sambo. 2:30. I wolfed down my beef bowl. I tried to think of every place where the IBM 5100 could be, but nothing came to mind. My phone's ringtone draws a sharp look from the madam, but I pretend not to notice her withering glance then.
もしもし、俺
It's
だ。
me. What's up? I told you not to contact me on this line. It could be tapped. Telling you to not be so careless. Anyway, give me a sit rep. Mayushi doesn't know what that means. I'm asking why you're calling. Why didn't you just say that? What are you doing now?
作戦行動中だ。
Executing the mission. Why didn't you say so? Mayushi heard something amazing just now. Wanna hear? If it's valuable information, then by all means. It's about the IBM 5100.
まさか。
You mean you have a lead?
手がかりを掴んだ
And you got it at May Queen, you say? How could I have overlooked it? What have I done?
これは何という盲点だ。俺としたことが。
Well, then come to May Queen. I'll be waiting.
おい、電
Hey,
話
tell me on the
だ
phone.
おい、
Hey,
帰り。
Mayuri.
なぜ
Why do I have to go all the way to May Queen? I wanted to waste a moment in acquiring Mayuri's info. I slap my money down on the table and take off for May Queen. I complain, but it's less than a 10-minute walk. I'm Suzuha. He changed the name to Part-Time Warrior. Just got my first cellular phone recently. When I arrived in Tokyo a few days ago, I didn't even know how to ride the train. I just bought a bike instead. Can't believe there's still people our age who never used a cell phone. It has to be a joke. You're trolling me, aren't you? Must be pretty fit. The handwritten sign outside of Main Queen that says the first Raynet Battle Cup. Still puzzling over what that meant, I entered the cafe only to be greeted by a very unusual atmosphere. Mayushi was thinking of the IBM 5100 during work, so I asked the other girls if they knew anything. First I asked Maki-chan, but Maki-chan says she's not good with computers. And then there's Lisa-chan, but she only knows about the latest PCs, and she's actually a Mac head. Let's get to the point. I don't really care how much trouble you went through. Well, I think Ferris-chan knows. What? Is that true? Yep. Did you know she's a retro PC maniac? Ferris? Girl's seriously hardcore. Prefer not to talk to her if I could avoid it. I'm really desperate for information. It's me. It's like we've got a lead on the IBM 5100. Are you ready for this? It's Ferris Nyan Nyan. Turns out that cat girl's an expert on retro PCs. There's probably another side to this. Let's keep our eyes peeled. I suppose I'm the only man for the job. Very well. I'll make the approach. If you don't hear from me by 2,000 hours tonight, then forget about me and commence the strike on May Queen. Everything is a choice to Steins Gate. El, Sai, Kongru. The way the phone and search the place for Ferris, but she finds me first. Is Kiyama gonna join too? Today's the Ferris Cup, yeah. It seems like Ferris is going to explain what that means. Nevertheless, it's plain to see that things are very different in here today. No, seriously, what's the Ferris Cup? Party pie contest with Ferris, yeah. Ferris goes at it with everyone at the same time, yeah. Whoever goes to those Ferris finds worthy, yeah. I sculpt and look at Ferris's hands. Ferris, are you serious? Going at it with all these men at the same time? She's insane. Say Ferris is fair, Kiyama. I refuse! Yeah. I didn't come to fight. I only came to talk to you. If you're not going to play, then I'm sorry. But I have to ask you to leave. Yeah. What's this? A maid sending a customer away? Ferris is the organizer of the Ferris Cup today. Only participants are allowed inside the shop, yeah. I only need 2 minutes. The IBN. Not listening, Yan. If you want to talk to Ferris, you have no choice but to join the Ferris Cup, Yan. Now that's just low. So, what did it be, Nyan? You can't survive unless you fight with your own paws, Nyan. Use any method to obtain information. That's my current mission. I have to do it, no matter what lies ahead. There's no choice. I accept your challenge, but on one condition. If I face you, you'll tell me everything you know. Yeah. Well, fine by me, yeah. I'd be happy to cook, but I'm afraid it might interfere with my shrine duties. You mind if I take some time to think it over? P.S. I was so deep in thought I didn't do any practice swings in Samadhi. Your true class is Miko. You must not forget that. Devote yourself to that for now. Of course, that includes practice swings for Samadhi. I was joking. Besides, if you wore a maid outfit at the lab, Dada would probably start hyperventilating and, well, it wouldn't be pretty. Forget about it. This is now a war zone. Lured by the promise of information, I challenged Ferris, stepping over the countless corpses and into the arena for our decisive battle. Daru, allow me to show you how a true man fights. Don't tell me you've got a plan. Indeed I do. Let's just call this operation Sweet Side. Loud ooh echoes from all around me. So Kiyama thinks he's at the party, yeah? A tales of the fallen 20 shall not be in vain. The tears. Do you remember our promise, Ferris? Once this match is over, You'll tell me everything you know. Amazing. That crazy bastard actually means to win. Go for it, Ocarine. He placed the hopes on me. I slowly step up to the table. 5 minutes. That's all it would take to decide the match. Okay, round 3. Start now. Minor access battlers. Dual access. I give up. You're weak. Too weak. Obviously, I've never played by net access battles before. There's no way I can win if I don't even know the rules. Mayushi's disappointed. So it was all a bluff? What happened to Operation Sweet Side? It was almost like Hyoma committed suicide, yeah. Wait, don't tell me. Yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. Operation Sweet Side was a suicide attack. It's gotta be the worst pun ever. Why are you so proud even though I made kitty litter out of you, yeah? Have you not figured it out, Ferris Nyan Nyan? Win or lose, it made no difference. What's that supposed to mean, yeah? You remember the conditions I set. If Ferris lost, then she'd tell you everything. No, you are wrong, Ferris. What I said was, if I face you, you tell me everything you know. If I face you. Now do you understand? I never needed to win. No one else could have pulled it off. These fools were lured here by the prospect of Ferris's home cooking. They were obsessed with winning. But not I! Your home cooking meant nothing to me! That difference in motivation is what allowed this suicide mission to succeed. Wow, Ocarine, you're amazing. That's dirty. They give me fiendishly clever. Behold the success of Operation Sweet Side. Now, Ferris, answer me. Where's the IBN 5100? Yeah, the IBN 5100. Don't play dumb. I have a reliable source. Remember that image of the IBN 5100 shining finger sent me. I bring it up on my phone and show it to Ferris. I know that you have information on the IBN 5100. Yeah, how do you expect me to remember that, yeah? Though I think I've seen this computer before. What? I thought you were an expert on retro PCs! Mayuri told me so! You leaked your source. Yep, Mayushi's a reliable source. Not an expert, yeah. Papa collected them, so we got tons at home. That's all. So that must be where the IBN 5100 is sealed. Take me there at once! I can't! Nyan. What? Why? Because that's the Ferris clan's sanctuary. The Ferris clan? The only ones who may enter the Ferris clan's cat-eared daughters, those who pursue the knowledge of the Meow Meagle. In other words, it's paws off to everybody but Ferris, Nya. Try to force your way in, and you'll grow dog ears, Nya. Like hell I will! Dog ears? Yeah, right. It's true, Nya. Ferris doesn't tell tall tales, Nya. Through the air is charged with malice. I found myself surrounded by 27 Ferris fans, each glaring at me with bloodshot eyes. You coward! You converted your believers into your personal army! Ferris is only telling the truth, Nya. What do I do? No! Not now! It's too soon! My right hand trembles. No, don't tell me. Is the anti-Rhinet system activating? I warned you that playing Rhinet could kill you. What? Where did that come from? I ignore Ferris and stagger towards the exit, but worshippers let me pass. It feels as if everyone is giving me cold stares, but I don't have the time to check and make sure. I throw myself out the door and into open air. Damn. Empty-handed. Throbbing in my right arm settles as soon as I leave the cafe. Guess I'll ask Dado or my Yuri about Ferris some other day. What happened? Is the Ferris Cup already over? Nope. We're just about. After this, the customers get to chat with Ferris-chan. I wanted to tell you about the IBN 5100 thing. I showed Ferris-chan the picture again. Good work, Mayuri. Completely different from a certain useless super hacker. So? Ferris-chan said it was probably around the time she was in elementary school. On a cold autumn day, while Ferris-chan was shivering from the cold, her butler Kuroki-san came to help. I don't care about her butler. Just get to the point. So basically, she ended up donating one of her dad's computers to a shrine. She said it looks just like the one you're looking for. Donated it to a shrine? That's an unexpected combination. Which shrine? Don't know. Where could it be? You didn't ask her? Whatever. It's a lead. The only shrines in Akiba are Kanda Myojin and Yanabayashi Shrine. I don't know if Ferris was living in Akiba at the time, but at least it's a start. Good work, Mayuri. Continue your espionage mission. SPN Hodge? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Bye. Okay. Kanda Myojin is the larger and more popular shrine, so 9 out of 10 people would choose to donate something there. But when I inquire at the shrine office, nobody knows anything about an old computer. That leaves Yanabayashi Shrine. Probably not there either, but I have to try. If that fails, I have to search all of Tokyo's shrines one by one. The thought alone makes me dizzy, so I set it aside for now. Who is this? What? Is this the wrong number? Or... You're from the organization, aren't you? Is this a warning? You telling me to stop getting involved with CERN? Hmm? It's a woman's voice. You're not from the organization? No, it's Makise. Makise. Why could I not figure out the first name? Makise Kurisu.
Makise?
Sorry, but I don't remember. Tell me where we met. Paris? Or London? Perhaps. We saw each other yesterday, remember? Yesterday? Oh! My assistant! Not your assistant! Makise Kurisu! If you don't say Christina, then I have no way of knowing it's you. I'm not Christina either! How many times do I have to tell you that? Never stop complaining, do you? Whose fault is that? Whose? Wait a minute. How do you know my phone number? Ashida-san told me. No, that's boring. So what is it, assistant? I said I'm not your assistant. Huh. What's the point? Where are you now? I'm headed to Yanabayashi Shrine. Oh, okay. Bye then. Huh? What? What was that? Is she messing with me? She's messing with me! Don't my assistant treat me like this. I shall scold her for most harshly the next time we meet. Simple is best, right? The bicycle's basic design hasn't changed for over 100 years. By the way, I'm not that strong. What was that phone call about? I just wanted to ask you where you were, and since you said you were coming here, I came. Is there a reason why she wears her jacket like half on? Nobody asked you to come. And yet, here I am. Why did you come to see me? Not because I wanted to or anything, don't get me wrong. Can't stop thinking about what you said yesterday. What I said? About the IBM 5100 and CERN. Of course! You're working for CERN, not the organization. You're here to kill me, aren't you? That's what I thought. You have the face of a killer. What's wrong with my face? How rude. Okay, so basically with this anime, did they basically like get the same image of the face and then change the background? Because this is the same face she made in the laundromat. Can you calm down a bit? You're always screwing around. I can't believe you're older than me. Calm down? Humph! You don't understand what it's like to live on the run, never knowing when the next assassin will strike. All I'm hearing is gibberish. Come here to pick a fight? Just want to know how the IBM 5100 and CERN are related. Don't you mean you're interested in CERN's time machine research? Be honest with yourself. Just shut up! I'm not interested in time machines at all. More importantly, did you find an IBM 5100? That's why I'm here. A shrine? Correct. Lukako, why don't you have it? The sword? Are you talking about Demon Sword Samadari? I thought I told you to carry it at all times. I'm sorry, but it gets in the way when I'm cleaning, so... To attack while you're cleaning. Nobody's going to come to your rescue, you know. That's true. I'll be more careful from now on. Hey, what are you two talking about? Who might this be? My assistant. Now, what kind of introduction is that? I'm only telling the truth, Christina. You're not Japanese? I am Japanese. Anyway, Lukako, I need to talk to your father about... Wait! Introduce me properly! You want to be introduced? Properly? It's natural not to be introduced in this situation. I didn't come here to introduce you to Lukako! Introduction wouldn't take more than 10 seconds. What's wrong with you? Please don't fight. This is Makise Kurisu, my assistant. Yeah, whatever. Assistant, whatever. Nice to meet you, Makise-san. I'm Urushibara Luka. Nice to meet you too. How old are you? 17 this year. A year younger than me. Oh, really? Makise-san, you're still going up. Can't believe we're only a year apart. That means you look old. No, that's not what I mean, you're very beautiful. Thanks. I think you're very cute. He's a guy. I probably shouldn't tell her that. You're introduced. Happy? Can we move on now? You're such a jerk. Anyway, Lukako, I require an audience with your father. Can you make it happen? Yes, sure. But why do you need to talk to my dad? It's a grave matter that concerns the future of mankind. The future? Of mankind? I'll go get him! He believes just about everything I say. Lukako's father soon appears. Hyoen-kun, it's been a while. More voices, god damn it. Ah! Hyoen-kun, it's been a while. Thank you for always taking care of Luka. The honor is mine. So, Hyoen-kun, did you need me for something? I explained to Lukako's father how I need the IBN 5100. And then I asked him if that retro PC was donated to Yanabayashi's shrine. I don't know if donated is the right word to use. Oh, he knows about it. But an old computer was entrusted to the shrine about 9 years ago. That's it! That has to be it! He tells me that he has it in storage, so we head over there. Mayuri, it's August. Ocarine, do you eat junk food? It's almost festival season, so if I find any food stalls, I think I'll try it out. What do you think? And then buy some takoyaki without octopus. They should say that's the supreme dish. Now that you mention it, we used to go to a lot of festivals together, didn't we? Remember how I used to clean house at the shooting ranges? They called me the 6 p.m. sniper. I like that one better. Give some backstory. With Luca's dad's permission, I searched the Shrine's packed storehouse. At long last, I found a conspicuous-looking box. I thank him and take a look inside. An IBM 5100! It says IBM 5100 portable computer. Finally! I have solved Akiba's urban legend! Now the problem was whether Lukaku's father will lend it to me. Urishibarashi. I'll be blunt. May I borrow this computer? Sure. You entrusted this computer 9 years ago! Some ditzy mad scientist comes in, he's like, I'll be blunt. I need this computer. Have it. There you go. Here's the computer. You know what? Take the shrine. Take the kid. You know? Just take everything. Seriously? The way he said that, though. Is it okay for a priest to just lend property out like that? Items which were donated to the shrine? Never heard of anything like that. That's why I was expecting him to refuse. When this was entrusted to us, the owner said this. Young man ever appears and says that he needs this computer, no matter what. Please lend it to him with my blessings. Is, Ferris's father John Titor? I didn't think it would actually happen. To be honest, I'd forgotten about it entirely until you reminded me. Sorry, I forgot his voice. I didn't think it would actually happen. I'm happy to lend it to you, Huin-kan, but please be sure to return it when you're done, okay? Of course. Thank you. I can't stop laughing. Things are going better than I anticipated. It's almost like everything's being handed to me on a silver platter. Now CERN's secrets will be laid bare. You can expose the wicked research and possibly even gather hints on the creation of a time machine. I have a bad feeling about what's gonna happen to, Mr. Super Hacker. Then I can complete the first time machine in human history. I have to get the IBM 5100 back to the lab. But unfortunately, I don't have a car to transport it. In fact, I don't even have a license. Same goes for my assistant. Can't Americans start driving at 16? How come you don't have a license? What? Something wrong with that? I spend all my time doing research. You're wasting your youth. I thought so too, until I met you. Now I realize I'm doing just fine. Touché. No fighting, please. You're a lifesaver, Yukiko. Thank your father again for me. Because Dad has already returned to the shrine office. Your father is a lovely man. My father is married. Adultery is bad. That's not what she meant. I see, assistant. So you like older men. Hey, wait! Don't misunderstand, you two! That's not what I meant! I won't give up my father. Please don't cry. I just meant I was jealous of how well you got along with your father. That's all. Of course. I'm sorry for the weird misunderstanding.
変な
That
感
was
じ
so rude of me.
僕はなんて失礼なことをだから泣かないで
Don't
よ
cry. We resolved the
解
misunderstandings,
けたなら
so it's all
もう
okay.
それでいい
だが
But in the depths of your heart lies feelings for Luca's dad.
ルカパパへの募る思いが
ねえよ
Die. Do you want to die?
ルカ子
Lukako. Don't forget your practice swings for Samadare. Yes, sir.
頑張り
I'll
ます
do my best. El Sai Kongali.
コング
It's Kongru!
いい加減
Don't
覚えろ
forget it. I'm sorry.
行くぞ
Let's move.
はいはい
Yeah, yeah. Start to walk out of the shrine.
待った待った待て
Stop, stop, stop! I said stop!
なんだ
You're a noisy one.
あんたね
I walk forwards, and I have to walk backwards. Let's walk sideways. They're legitimately carrying it. Oh my god.
ここに動きなさい
いいから
Whatever, get
動け
moving, assistant. Hey, listen. Please, just listen.
聞いて
I can't walk
さ
backwards.
すがに無
常習ならば
Of course you can. You're my assistant.
理期待してくれてどう
I appreciate the vote of confidence, but I can't. I'm asking you to go sideways. No, I'm telling you to go sideways. Sideways. I'm going to fall. We finally made it. I'm exhausted.
お前がああだ
Didn't complain so much about every little thing, and we would have gotten here sooner.
そのこと
Right back at you. You stopped to take a break at least 5 times along the way.
回は途中で休憩しようって言った
あれは
That's because I wasn't feeling well.
冗談
どこか
Are
悪い
you
の
okay?
あ
It's just
たま
occasionally my right arm
に
aches.
うずくのだよ
And when it does, dark, destructive impulses overcome my soul.
俺の心はどす黒い破壊衝動に支配され
うっさいだな
Shut up, or I'll tear the peripheral nerves out of that arm.
含めて根こそぎ引き抜くぞ助っ人呼んだ方
Can
がい
you
いん
get
じ
your
ゃない
friend to help? You're right.
そうだな
あれ
Part-time warrior comes out of the Bond Tube workshop with perfect timing.
岡部倫太郎じゃん
If it isn't Okabe
何
Rintaro,
持ってんの
what you got there? You want to know?
では
Then I'll tell you.
待った
Wait, she's going to stand and talk. Shouldn't we put the box down first? Yeah, actually, wait. This would only take a second.
する必要はないぞ
で
Well,
何なのそれ
what is it?
IB
What if I told you? It's an IBN 5100. No way, you found it? Wow, way to go, Kabe Rintaro.
岡部倫太郎どこ
Where was it?
どこにあった
It's heavy.
重いんだけどね
So,
どこに
where
あっ
was
た
it?
の
柳林神
Yanabayashi Shrine.
柳
Yanabayashi Shrine? You mean like a Shinto
だ
shrine?
って神の社
あ
Yeah.
なんだってそんな
Why
とこ
was
ろ
it
に
there?
なんですか
Yes?
マキセ・クリスそうだけど
Yes? What's going on here? Can't move a muscle. The air's so thick with tension.
何なの？
What is it?
私
Have I done
あなたに
something
何かし
wrong?
ました？
Suzuha turns away and without looking back disappears into the brown tube workshop.
今の
Who was that?
誰？
She works part-time at the store.
なんで私
Why was she glaring
睨
at
まれ
me?
たわけ？
How should I know? Did you do something to make her angry?
彼女とは
I've never
今
seen her
初めて
before in my
会った。
life.
失礼
How
な人
rude.
ね。
Kurisu picked a fight with me the first time we met too, but that was a hallucination, so I don't say anything. I get Daru and Mayuri to come down and help us, and the four of us carry the IBM 5100 upstairs. Good work, everyone! With this, we can fight!
戦うって
Who are
誰？
you fighting? CERN, and the system that rules the world.
あんたって
That's what makes you
本当に
happy.
幸せそうね。
Wow! I can't believe you found one! You make the impossible look easy! That's why we love you! That's why we adore...
憧れ
I
ないけど
certainly
ね。
don't admire him. It. It. Eh? Oh, she didn't do the end either. Oh, what she does? Oh, she denied the admiring part. She didn't deny the first one.
られたのはね、マユシーの
It's all thanks to Mayushi.
マユシー
Without Mayushi's info, Okarin would still be lost on the streets of Akiba.
秋葉の街を
Do do do.
さまよってたんだもん。
Mayuri's right. She did well this time. Anyway, it's time for Mayushi to go home.
クリスチャン
What about you, Christian? Wanna go together?
一緒に帰ろう。ありがとう。
Thanks, but I'm going to stay
でも
here a
もうしば
little
らくここ
longer.
にいるわ。
So Kurisu's interested in the IBM 5100 and CERN after all. That reminds me, I haven't filled her in yet. Okay, but you should go home before it gets too late.
うちに帰った方がいいよ。じゃあ、
See you tomorrow.
トゥットゥルー。
Mayuri waves her hand as she leaves. Now then, Daru. When do you think we can use the IBM 5100 to hack CERN? Well... Wow, it actually turned on! First I need to learn how to use it. Okay. First I need to learn how to use this thing. It's like hooking it up is gonna be a pain. Might take a while. I can't play with this thing and search for the server admin's ID at the same time. Alright. Prioritize the ID search. If possible, I'd like you to get the IBM 51 ready to use this month, though. There's still 30 days left this month. It's not gonna take that long. That's my super hacker.
これ借りるわよ。
I'm borrowing this. Whoa.
やっぱり落ち着くな。
She's not right without a lab coat. Hey! Assistant! You get it, don't you?
分かっているじゃないか。
You get what? Let go!
やはり
If you're gonna do science, you need a lab coat, right?
ユニフォームだよな。
I knew you were meant for this, Christina.
クリスティーナ
You're the best assistant a mad scientist could ask for!
褒めてくれて
I
る
don't know if that's supposed to be a compliment, but it's coming off as an insult. Now let go!
その白衣は
I'm giving you that lab coat to commemorate you joining the lab. Don't worry, it's never been worn.
使っていなかったのだ。気兼ねすること。
Or maybe this fateful encounter between you and that lab coat was decided by destiny long ago.
巡り合うべく
Probably not wearing it was just another inevitability. This is the choice of
また
Steins.
必然。すべてはシュタインズン。
それで
Well, Well, what?
とは
説明
I'm
を
asking for an
要請してるんだけど
explanation. What's this about the IBN 5100 and
セル
CERN?
ンのこと
Have you found any leads yet? Oh wait, this is the girl. Have you found any leads yet? Nothing at all on my end. Been to a lot of stores, but none of them had an IBN 5100 on display. Maybe I should have tried asking. Anyway, let me know if you found anything. Hey, Okabe.
あ今なんて言った
What? What did you just call me?
岡部
I called you Okabe.
岡部
You called me Okabe?
だと
Take one step towards Kurisu.
オカリン、タンマタンマ。
Time out, time out.
今
Did you just call me
岡部
Okabe?
言ったわよ
I did.
悪い
Problem?
確かに私は
Yes, I'm younger than you, but you insist on calling me by ridiculous names like Christina and Zombie. So I don't think I need to show you any respect by adding son. And besides,
違う
that's not the problem.
俺は岡部
I'm not Okabe.
不法員強魔だ
How many times do I have to tell you, Christina? God, you're so full of yourself.
あんた
以後
From now on,
俺の
call
ことを
me
不
Hyuin.
法員
That or
強
Kyoma.
魔とよ
お断りします
No. Are
もしか
you
して泣いたのか
crying?
泣いてないわよ
I'm not crying. It's not like I was scared of you for a second there or anything. I definitely wasn't relieved when you started talking like an idiot again, okay?
バカゼリフにほっとして涙が出ちゃったわけでもないからな
Daru,
助手はな
why is my assistant crying?
今、本人
She
が
said so
全部
herself
説明
just
したわけだ
now.
が
俺は名前の間違い
All I did was correct her on my name.
強気に見えて
Maybe she only acts strong, but is actually weak on the inside.
それはそれで
That
も
would be
燃え
pretty
るけど
moe. Well, whatever. Before I send a reply to Shining Finger, I take out a fresh Dr. P out of the fridge.
ね
Hey,
え話を聞かせて
aren't
く
you
れ
going
な
to
い
tell me what's going on? Instead of responding, I toss her the bottle of Dr. P. Kurisu tries to catch it, but fails magnificently.
それでも飲んで
I'll explain in a
少し
second.
待っていてくれ
Drink that while you wait. Gee, thanks.
気遣いありがと
Now then, about the message to Shining Finger. She ended up being no help at all, but I suppose I can't just say nothing. Got the goods. Over. Sent as concise a message as possible.
さて
Now then. Come back to Kurisu, but the reply comes before I can open my mouth. The goods? You found an IBM 5100? Gimme! Gimme? What nonsense is this? Sorry, but I'm not the owner. I can't just give it to you. I send that. Another instant reply. Gah. Let me borrow it! She'll disappear and I'll never see the IBM 5100 again. No borrowing either. You can come to our lab if you want to see it, but no touching. The address is Shiodaku, Tsutakanda 36, Koyohama, Building 2F. Once I send our address, the replies finally cease.
待たせたな
Sorry for the raid, Christina. Oh, you're a fan of the dark, I see.
本場で
I've
7
lived
年過ごして
7 years at its
きたな
birthplace after all.
なるほど
Excellent. We'll make great drinking buddies.
私は
I'm a minor.
そうでは
That's not what I meant.
ドクターペッパー
I meant Dr. P drinking buddies.
それ限
Is
定
that
な
all
の
you drink? If you guys could have one drink for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I think for me, it has to be lemonade. Lemonade is the best thing on the planet. Immediately, I explain how Daughter and I hacked into Sun, and how they've already had the LHC in operation for 9 years. And how they successfully created many black holes. And how it looks like they're researching time travel. And also how they haven't disclosed any of that to the ward.
確かにセルンは妙だ
Sun
けど
certainly is acting strange.
IBN5100
But how's the IBN 5100 involved?
セルンのデー
Sun's
タで
database uses an IBN 5100.
5100が使われている。
だから
So,
そのデー
the
タ
only way to decrypt that database is to use an IBN 5100 of our own.
なんでそう
How do you know that?
とある筋から
I have my sources. I don't drop Taito's name. I have no doubt this genius girl would laugh if I did. Setting the IBN 5100 and such aside,
セルンが
I want to see proof that Sun's really doing that sort of research.
確証が欲しい
True, we didn't get any definitive proof of Sun's time travel research last time we hacked him.
ダル
Garu, it won't take much longer to find a server admin's account.
時間がかかるのか。
ちょうどこれから
Actually, I was just thinking about doing that. Shouldn't take more than half a day, I
やら
guess.
ないんじゃね？
というわけで
There you go.
それまで待
I'll
つ
wait until then.
待つって
You wait?
もう
It's already
夜
getting
になってる
dark.
け
Why
ど
not go home for tonight and come back tomorrow
今日
morning?
は一度帰って明日の朝また来れば？
いいえ
No
待た
thanks.
せてもらう
I'll wait.
1マイクロ秒で
I
も
want to
早
know
く
as
知
soon
り
as
たいから
possible. Even if it's just a microsecond sooner. That's the spirit. You're already fascinated by the conspiracy. You can't help but want to know what lies at the heart of
終わらな
CERN.
いという要素。
あんたた
If
ちの
that,
言うこ
if
と
what you
が
guys are saying is
もし事
true,
実だとするなら
then this isn't something to joke
聞
about.
いたことってない
H2O? I mean, can't go wrong with water, I guess.
セルンは世界
CERN
最
is the
高の
world's
研
top
究機
research
関なのよ
institution. They're doing secret experiments without publishing the results,
極秘で世界中の研究
making
者
fools of scientists the world over.
もし
That's only if
事
it's
実
true,
なら
though.
だけど
Doesn't sound like she completely believes us, but no matter.
ではダル
Anyway, Daru,
任せて
I'll leave it to you. Remember when we went to the Haritis festival? That Rasna-san plushie you won is still on my desk at home. What's na? What's that? Japanese, please. First of August, 3 days before my birthday. According to Daru's research, the IBN 5100 weighs 25 kilos. We'll leave it in the corner of the room for now.
電話レンジ
Can you show me the
見せてもら
phone
ってい
wave?
い
よかろう。
Indeed I can. Want to
実験してみ
experiment?
るか。
あれ以来
Haven't been able to send another email to the past yet, right?
理由は把握
You
して
know
る
why? I can only shake my head.
ちょっと
Let's run
試して
some
みましょ
tests.
うしかし
Does she always have this face? Well, literally one of her eyes is like a bit... She has basically a half puffy face. So like her eyes like a little closed, showing like irritation. Man, you have a ton of
楽で
junk.
はない。
It's not junk!
お前はまだ
Since you're new to the Future Gadgets Laboratory, I'll explain. These are the glorious fruits of our science. The Future
我ら
Gadgets.
未来ガジェット研究所がここに保管され
Future Gadgets 1 to 7 are stored here. The phone wave in which you are already familiar is gadget number 8.
未来ガジェット8号にナンバリングされるの。
未来
Future
ガジェット
Gadgets, huh?
ねちょっと
Hey, isn't this
これって
a weapon?
未来ガジェット
Future Gadget number 4. Moad Snake. Designed after a Claymore landmine. As an instant humidifier.
紛らわ
How
しいな
confusing.
水を入れて
Instant water and turn the power on. And in mere seconds it generates a thick cloud of steam.
いや
So it's
キャラクタ
junk.
ーだな
I thought so.
くだらないこと
Shut
言
up
って
so we
ない
can
で
start the experiment.
実験してみましょうこれって
We haven't tampered with the
電子レンジ
microwave
の
at
もの
all.
は何もいじってないんでしょ
常時ターミナルモ
It's in
ード
terminal mode now. We can change the factory
どんな
settings like
設定に
this.
もできるのだ
Make the microwave do things its manufacturer never intended.
放電現象が起き
How
た
was it said when the discharge phenomenon occurred?
特に何も
Nothing out of the ordinary.
出
It
荷
was at
時設定
factory
のもの
settings.
か
うんバナナもら
I'll
う
take a banana.
それは前より
Those
だ
are my yuris.
だっ
Oh, so I don't need your permission then. I'll go buy new bananas tomorrow. 20 seconds later, the remotely activated phone wave named to change chimed.
何も
Nothing
起
happened.
きてない
Minutes in the microwave, unjellified. Ow!
温められて
It's hot. Meaning the microwave functioned normally. This proves that the hidden function Mayuri found wasn't a freezing function, but we knew that already. Can't reproduce the jellification phenomenon, much less send mail to the past.
どういうことだ
What does this mean?
やっぱり
Guess what happened earlier was an irregularity after
レ
all.
ギュラーだったっていうことか
イレギュラーだろうがなんだろうが
I don't know if it's an irregularity or not, but we ought to investigate the cause.
それには同意
I agree. Kirishi's motives and my motives are probably the exact opposite. My citizen here wants to disprove my theory that the phone wave named subject to change is in fact a time machine.
この前の
The previous experiment.
ちぎられた
After spending 120 seconds in the phone wave named subject to change, the banana teleported back to the bunch jellified.
バナナの
We should consider that it returned it to its state 120 seconds before.
これは120秒
違う
Wrong. If it had returned to its state 120 seconds before, it wouldn't be jellified. She wants to say that because it was jellified, it didn't travel back in time.
唐揚げはゲルカ
Chicken returned to its frozen state without jellifying.
その
That logic is dubious. Sure, it ended up frozen, but did you examine the possibility that it might have jellified
冷
first?
凍されていただけでゲルカ
No,
そのもの
I
が
didn't.
起きていた可能性については
I think Mayuri ate the refrozen chicken.
塩に関
Salt
して
didn't jellify.
しなかった
何も変化し
Mean
なかった
nothing changed.
って定義すべき
この前の放電
The discharge phenomenon occurred last time. We spent all night experimenting with cabbage, radishes, rice, konjac, melon bread, quinchikun, and cup noodles. Nothing happened.
何も起きなかった液体に
The
関して
same
は
thing with liquids. On that day, our success rate took a 180-degree turn.
放電現象
Before the
前は
discharge
全て
phenomenon, everything succeeded.
放電
After the
現象
discharge
は
phenomenon,
全て失敗
everything failed.
レンジが電気
The
を
microwave
取
storing
り込んでいた
electricity?
ゲル化したも
You
の
said that
は
jellified
フラ
objects
クタル
became
構造のようだ
factual
って
structured,
言っ
right?
てたわよね塩はもと
Salt
も
has a
と
simple structure by nature, so maybe that had an
影響を
effect.
受けないの
But
か
how could electricity be related?
電気と
ここは
Here, we should think about under the assumptions of time travel theory.
ダメ
No, it's not good to start thinking from the conclusion.
すでにいくつ
We've
も
already had
実験
several
成功
successful
例があるの
experiments, you can't deny that.
それより
私は別に
I'm not especially concerned with whether this thing is a time machine or not.
そもそも
To begin with, it's physically impossible for this tiny little microwave to produce energy equivalent to the Big
エネル
Bang.
ギーが発生していると定義するのは無理がある放電現象の
We can't reproduce the discharge phenomenon,
それに
nor the
フラクタル構造化の再現
fractalization.
どちらも
There should be a reason why.
があるはずやり方は
We haven't changed our methods, we haven't changed the settings, we haven't changed the experimental subjects either. There must be some other variable.
それ以外で
誰が観測
Maybe it's the one who observes it.
だな
何よそれ
What do you mean by that?
量子論だ
Quantum theory. The observer is an important element to the experiment.
放電現象
There were 4 of us here when the discharge phenomenon occurred
でも
last
その
time.
前に橋田さ
But
んが
before that,
一
it
人
occurred when Hashida-san was alone.
フラクタル構
Each
造
time
化した実験
factualization
値は
occurred,
二人の時
there were
と
either
三人
2
の
or
時
3
が
people observing.
私たち
You and I
二人とも
each saw both
どちらの
phenomena.
現象も見ているつまり
In other words, the
条
conditions
件は変わ
haven't
っていないはず
changed.
だと
In
したら
that case,
うーん
there must be some other variable. It's on the tip of my tongue.
腹が減ったのか
Hungry? Shut up!
お昼から
Haven't eaten anything since lunch.
もう
It's
8時
already
か
8?
バナナを
Have a banana. They are, after
実
all,
験で使った食
the
材
fruit of our experiments.
あるいは
Or you could take something from our stock of cup noodles.
いらないか
Don't want any? Well, since you have lived in America for so long, I guess you'd prefer fast food instead.
カップ麺
Cup noodles.
何
What?
カップ麺
I have cup noodles. Cup noodles.
ちなみに
What flavors?
味は
The soy sauce flavor and chicken flavor.
塩味。
Chicken. She seems in the mood to eat.
それと
Also, do you have a fork?
ある。
Lukako, not to be a father. Oh, I wouldn't want Hashida-san to hyperventilate. I really want to cook for you, Okabe-san. But it's probably best if I don't. That's stuffed rattlesnake, remember? I'll bring him to the lab next time. I'm sure Ratsuna-san will be happy to see you again. Past midnight. At 8 o'clock, two of us suddenly ate a cup of noodles and 1 bananas. That's why she asked for a fork, okay. Because, again, we're in Japan, so you eat stuff with chopsticks. So she was like, can I have a fork? Because she's more accustomed to American tradition than Japanese. At 8 o'clock, the two of us suddenly ate a cup of noodles and 1 bananas. Daru said he didn't want any, and ever since then we've been examining the phone wave, name subject to change. The programs Daru wrote are all wizard class though, so I can't understand most of them. It's early morning, and she still shows no sign of leaving. Trains aren't running this late, so I guess she might not be able to leave even if she wants to. Tell me she plans to stay. No girls have ever stayed over at the lab. Mayuri has the curfew, so she always goes back home to Ikebukuro. Daru and I frequently stay here though. It's not an exaggeration to say we live here half the time. Christina, is it okay to stay here this late? Perhaps you should contact your family. No need. What? Do your parents let you do whatever you want? I haven't seen my father in 7 years. My mother is in America. I'm living in a hotel right now. Understand? What? Living in a hotel? You damn celebrity! If you're American, you should at least use a motel instead of a hotel, right? I'm not American, and there aren't any motels in the heart of Tokyo. What sort of hotel? What do you mean? It's a normal hotel in Ochanomizu. Ochanomizu? And you can walk there from here, can't you? Sure. I see. That's why she's so flexible with her schedule. So tell me about your father. Sorry? You said you haven't seen him in 7 years. Why do you care about my father? You're the one who mentioned him. Isn't that basically a hidden message saying, please give me some advice about my father? Please? Also, I just realized he was, mocking her. You're crazy. You are my assistant, and I can't let my assistant have any worries. So tell me everything that's on your mind. What's wrong? I have nothing to say to you. Oh, I know. Your father was a hero, but then he fell to evil, now he wears a black mask and cape and goes, Hikoi, right? And in the future, you two are destined to fight, and... You're really mad at me, aren't you? Don't make fun of people's families' issues like that. You're trampling on my heart. Could a father's situation be a landmine? Maybe I should apologize. I think of the words, but before I can say anything... Hell yeah! That is war cry as that goes to the lab. Did you get it?
Mission complete.
I got the server admin's ID and password. Now we can peep as much as we want. Yahoo! The IBM 5100's database. That's separate, duh. The server's admin is unrelated. I mean, it's a database with normally unreadable code, so there's a limit on who can access it. Doesn't look like even the lab director can access it. The position's higher than that? There's something called the CERN Executive Council. So they call it a council, eh? What about it? It's a fitting name for our enemy. Teresa looks at me coldly. Whatever. We'll save the IBM 5100 database for another day. When I search for data on time travel research. That Z program we saw last time was suspicious, wasn't it? That and the Jellyman's report. Can I get concrete information on either before? Look carefully, and burn it into your eyes. The proof of CERN's actions is a seat upon the ward. Oh yeah, baby! Found the LHC project supervisor. Supervisor. That's a pretty important post. Right now we're peeking inside his computer. Z program, Z program. Z obviously stands for jelly. Jelly starts with J. Elu-elu-y. Careless mistake. So uncool. Ahem. What I meant to say is that there's no way we'd have such a simple name. The name's hiding somewhere important. There has to be a double meaning. Got it. With the scan of a very old paper document, the letterhead reads Z program, top secret. Program began in 1973. When was CERN formed? 1954. Thought that maybe CERN was formed with the Z program in mind, but 54 means my guess was off. When was the IBM 5100 put on market? 75. So maybe that's why the IBM 5100 was sent with CERN's operation. No, that's wrong. Can't be something as stupidly simple as that. There has to be a worldwide conspiracy involved. Maybe IBM hid the proprietary programming language in the IBM 5100 for the sole purpose of its use in CERN's Z program. Yuck, a JPEG? Come on, I can't paste this. The text isn't in French. It's on screen right now, it looks like English. Actually, there's French, Dutch, and German versions too. The content looks the same though. CERN's purpose heading into the 21st century shall be to establish control over space and time, thereby to enable the destruction of extant history and the creation of an everlasting utopia. Oh right, Maki says she can do English. Way to go, assistant! Your study abroad in America was all for the sake of today, wasn't it? Of course not. Stop assigning people roles in your fantasy world. In order to maintain this project's secrecy and to allow its name to remain relevant in changing circumstances, we designated the Z program. Z like the Greek omega or the Cyrillic Ya. It is forbidden to assign any meaning to this name or to seek in its significance beyond the project itself. Negative returns are predicted should this edict be violated. The Z program is a top-secret project spanning international borders, like electromagnetic wave research, and has been approved for top priority funding by the Committee of 300. Henceforth, all the research performed by CERN shall function to keep the Z program's existence secret. I guess Khaleesi's reading is the preface to a document. It's getting rather dull. Anything specific about what exactly the Z program is? Ah, here. This. can't be.
なんだ
What is it?
Z プログラ
The
ムでは
purpose of the Z program is to perform time-space displacement experiments by means of high-energy proton-proton
時
collisions.
空間転移実験を行う
Time-space displacement experiments.
タイムトラベル実験
Time travel.
まさか
No way.
本当だったなんて
Was true?
しかも
You're telling me they've
40
been
年近く
deceiving
前
the
から
world
世
for
界
nearly
中の
40
科学者が
years?
欺いてきたっていうの
俺の
This is as suspected. A great shadow lurks behind CERN. Most likely the organization, or one of its puppets.
あるよ
何が
What organization you trying to be your nut job? Let's try to be serious some of the time. But don't be ridiculous. My words are always grounded in truth.
真実を指してつか
Anyway, shouldn't it be the committee instead of the organization?
そう書いてあ
That's
った
what it says here.
300
Committee of 300. I don't think they mean CERN's executive council.
また
What are they
別のものを
talking
指してる
about?
と思うけど何を指してるの
世界
The
は
world is full of
あらゆる
lies.
疑問で満
It's
ち
not as beautiful as you think.
話聞けよオカリン
Listen, Okarin.
聞いてい
I am listening. Committee of 300 is the dark power that controls every secret society, every government, every multinational corporation.
あらゆる財閥の最上位
また適当
Making things up again.
事
The
実だ
truth. Google it if you don't believe me.
ネットでググるといいこれまで人
Till
類
now, the human race, for all its
どれだけ
accomplishments,
繁栄しよう
has never been able to overcome the barrier called
時
time.
間を経ってきたその数
Technology of time travel, which can break through that barrier, will change the course of human
大きく塗
history.
り替えるだろう
Literally.
文字とかつての
As it was when we split the atom, this forbidden fruit has the potential to grant us godlike power.
果実だ
Not a man exists who can resist its
それを
temptation.
得たいという誘惑に抗うことも当然
Naturally, all those with power will use any means at their disposal to
あら
obtain
ゆる
it.
手段を用い
Human morality is not but a joke to those who would stand with the gods.
人としてのわかるか
Understand, Christina?
ここ説はどう
Wow,
思う
that was quite a speech.
そこまで
Since
ち
you
らち
seem
ら
to
と
know so
喋
much
れる
about it,
ということ
does
は
that mean you're aiming
あ
for
んたも
godhood
神を
too?
目指してるの
What here cure my desires is the destruction of all who would call themselves gods, the collapse of the hateful system, and a glorious new age of chaos.
混沌だよ
法医に聞いて
I'm
るんじゃ
asking
ない
Huen.
私
I'm
は
asking
オカリンに聞いて
Okabe.
る
I
俺は
am Huen.
つまり
In other words,
自分を持って
you
な
don't
い
have your own reason. Damn you, assistant. How dare you attack my very identity?
そんなこと
Forget about him, Akishesi.
Z プログラムの
Please
続き
keep reading.
ダル
Garu,
そんな
what do you mean
ことは
forget
どういう言い
about
方
me?
だ
陰謀論
I'm
を
tired of
聞き飽
listening
き
to
た
conspiracy theories.
オカリンの
I'm more interested in the
そういう
Z program than in your delusions. Told you they're not delusions and they're not theories. Garu does have a point.
ジョッシュ
Continue, assistant.
頼み事す
At
る
least show
時ぐらい
respect when you're asking for a
誠意見せろよ
favor. Um,
プログラム
Stage
第一段
1.
階
Construction and implementation of the Large Hadron Collider. Over the past half century, beginning with the proton synchrotron, completed in 1959, particle accelerator technology has reached a point where standardized results may be obtained. Stage 2. Implementation and testing of lifter technology. The formation of more than 2 artificial localized singularities, as well as the formation of curved black holes, will become possible when this stage is complete. In order to hide the program's true goal, it is necessary to intentionally leak misinformation regarding the formation of black holes. Stage 3. Animal experimentation. Stage 4. Khaleesi, stop stalking. Human experimentation, isn't it? Thanks for hanging around, Athena. Have a good night. Human experimentation.
マジで
For real? This is insane. I was elated to discover that an institution as respected as CERN was actually doing time travel research. After all, we ourselves have succeeded, whether by chance or design, in producing our own time travel phenomenon. Thought that maybe we could beat CERN to the first function of time machine design. And wouldn't that be something? But now, just like I said to Karisu, the world is full of lies. Morals are meaningless. Was it really okay for us to get involved in this? Hey, Ocarine, remember when we hacked in before? Pretty sure that email we read said this. Result, error, human is dead, mismatch. For details, see the Jellyman's report. Someone died? Did that have something to do with human experimentation? Again, wrong person talking, sorry. Kurisu and Daru are waiting for me to speak. Are they entrusting the decision to me? I ask myself, is this really okay? Are you sure? There's no turning back. True, but can I live with myself if I ignore this conspiracy? Daru. Look up the Jellyman's report. Really? Really. But first, Christina. You should leave. Why are you suddenly... The Jellyman's report. It just gives me a bad feeling. Once we see it, we can no longer return to our normal lives. You're a genius. You already published, for crying out loud. There's no need to throw away your promising future. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. You're my assistant after all. I'm telling you I'm not your assistant. Thanks for your concern, but I'm not leaving. We need to expose this truth to the world. No! It's too dangerous. You chickening out? We're powerless against this conspiracy. One wrong move, and they'll have us erased. But still, this isn't a game! I'm not joking here. Fine. I won't tell anyone. But I'm not leaving. It'll keep me awake at night. You won't regret this? I won't. What about you, Daru? Prepared? Well, I am a super hacker. Comfortable even in this situation. And with my skills, they'll never know we were there. Alright. Let's begin. Henceforth, it shall be known as Operation Legion's Chest. Why Norse mythology? Is that Norse mythology? Guess it's cool, I guess. Anyway, what is it with men in military terms? Daru, begin the operation. He soon finds the Jellyman report. Ready? I'm opening it. Daru wipes the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief and timidly double-clicks on the report. And then, I know. I know exactly what the Jellyman and Jellyman's report means. I had a feeling. Subject, James McCarthy, age 31, American. Z program stage 4, date of experiment, the 20th of January 2005. Results, error, human is dead. Oh, she said in English. That again. It is believed that due to infinite compression by supergravity, the subject cannot endure passage through the singularity inside the curved black hole. April 3rd, 1921, New York City. An identified man was discovered dead in an alley of Union Square. The right half of his body was embedded in a nearby wall. The man's body. Was completely jellified. I have chills. Ah. That's gotta be where we stop today, guys. I'm so sorry. I want to go on, but I need to go to bed for work. Oh my god. Okay. It's getting good. This is getting good. This is getting good. This is getting good. But I am so afraid for these three. Immediately, when I thought of Jellyman, I was like, oh no. And then when they said opening the Jellyman's report, I'm like, oh no. No. Ah! There's freaking sequels to this! Where the fuck does this go if there's sequels to this? Okay, guys. That's gonna be it for this stream. We went through the entirety of Chapter 2. I didn't think we were gonna get through the entirety of Chapter 2. I was gonna stream only like 2 hours today. That's what was my plan. But I got so intrigued, and I was like, yeah, I can keep on going for like maybe another half hour. I don't know if this is a good place to stop. I don't know if this is a good place to stop. I don't know if this is a good place to stop. We found a good place to stop. Technically not a good place to stop because it's a really bad cliffhanger. But we need to go. We need to stop somewhere. And right now, this is where we need to stop because it's getting good. I need to think over some things. Okay, it's not getting good. The story is getting good, but where we're at, this is getting bad. Oh, man. Alright, well, I have tomorrow night off. We'll continue this tomorrow. So, people on stream, stay tuned for the announcement on Twitter. People on YouTube, the pod will probably already be up by the time this pod's up. So, just, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oh my god, this is... Can you tell I'm into it? I don't know if, like, at the beginning I was always, like, kind of joking around, but near the end I was getting into it. Jesus. Okay. Well, guys, I'm gonna go. Have a good night. And please, don't turn into jelly. Please, don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to find you guys in the Jellyman report, okay?